this time, we ask everyone to direct your attention out to the mound. And your on-field host is it's Rich Rivera.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to TD Bank Ballpark. As tonight, your reigning, defending Atlantic League champion Somerset Patriots host the Bridgeport Bluefish. Somerset
Patriots! First pitch cranked to deep right center field. The 1-2, 2 outs, runners on second and third. Hit to deep left field, going back is Finnick. Warning track wall, gone! Strike three, got him on the changeup. The 1-0. This ball is gone, off the scoreboard. Patriots win, Somerset!
Happy 4th of July weekend, Patriot fans. Final game of the first half, rubber match of the series between your Somerset Patriots and the Bridgeport Bluefish. Last night's game was a wild one. 5 hours, 15 minutes, 15 innings long, 18 different pitchers were used, and 5 different position players were used as well. In fact, it was so great, let's take a look at the highlights.
The Somerset Patriots began their star-spangled weekend at TD Bank Ballpark Saturday night when they took on the Bridgeport Bluefish in front of a sold-out crowd. Bridgeport took an early 5-0 lead, but the Patriots would respond with a David Vidal 2-run homer in the bottom of the third. Both teams would then exchange runs until the Patriots entered the bottom of the 9th inning, trailing 7-4. And that is when all the fun began.
When you have guys like Zerillo, Robinson, Eggleston, and Guzman, it's tough to play the outfield. Lines this one a deep left. Back goes the left fielder. Warning track wall. It's gone. A home run for Michael Jones, his 3rd home run of the season. He trots the bases. 2nd RBI of the game, and Somerset inches within 2. They're down 7-5 here in the 9th. The 1-0. Hammers this one a deep left. Back goes Galvez. Warning track wall. It's gone. It's off the base of the wall. Rounding third and heading for almost Aaron Eggleston. He will score in a long, long RBI single by Eric Ferris. Just missed a game-tying 2-run home run. Instead, he gets about a 325-foot RBI single. It's a 7-6 ball game. Patriots down a run here in the 9th. Tying run 270 feet away. Ferris in motion. This ball's hammered into right center field deep. This could tie the game, and it might. It rattles around in the corner. In the right center field alley. Ferris will chug around third and score standing up. It's a game-tying RBI double by David Vidal. We are tied at 7 here in the 9th.
Fast forward 1 fireworks show, and 5.5 innings later, the Patriots finally ended the night and sent their faithful home happy.
The 0-1 to Eggleston. Hits this one to deep center. Going back is Dotel. He leaps. It's over his head. It's a walk-off RBI single. And the long journey's night into Sunday morning finally ends. A walk-off RBI hit by Aaron Eggleston.
Somerset hoping to carry that momentum into tonight's game and carry some momentum into the second half that starts tomorrow. When we come back, while starting lineups, first pitch in baseball, then fireworks afterwards, right here on SPN.TV.
I gotta go. Live from TD Bank Ballpark in lovely Bridgewater, New Jersey, WCTC and SPN.TV proudly present another production of Somerset Patriots Baseball. As tonight, your Somerset Patriots host the Bridgeport Bluefish in the final game of this 3-game weekend set. Final game of the first half. It's the rubber match of the series. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for joining me on this hot, humid Sunday evening, July 3rd. Happy 4th of July weekend. Thanks so much for tuning in, whether it be locally in Central Jersey on 1450 AM on your radio dial, across the globe on WCTCAM.com or SPN.TV, or via your iPhone, iPad, or Android. Just search Somerset Patriots in the App Store and download that free app immediately. I'm the voice of the Somerset Patriots, Justin Answell, live from the Fullerton.com press box. Glad to have our broadcast venue production crew and Mike Lawrence back behind the glass in our WCTC headquarters. Last night's game / the game that ended earlier this morning is finally over. 5 hours, 15 minutes, 15 innings of baseball, 18 different pitchers were used, 5 different position players were used as pitchers, and the Somerset Patriots stranded a franchise record 22 base runners, yet they still won the game 8-7 on an Aaron Eggleston walk-off single to dead center field in the bottom of the 15th inning, the 4th walk-off win of the season. A wild game. We saw fireworks in the middle of the game as well. The benches cleared as well. Nearly a brawl broke out, but all smiles for Somerset as they did win, as they're really trying to turn the page and get ready for the second half of the season that starts tomorrow night in Southern Maryland. If they can win tonight, it will be their first series win in 4 tries, and they can get some momentum heading into the start of the second half, and it's all about qualifying for the playoffs here in the Atlantic League. Unfortunately for Somerset, they squandered a 6-game lead in the division, and Long Island won the first half by winning last night by a final of 6-1 against the Skeeters. So the Ducks won the first half Liberty Division title. The Revs won the first half Freedom Division title. That means the playoffs are set for 2 of the 4 teams, for 2 of the 4 slots, and you've got 2 teams looking at 6 teams vying for 2 more slots the rest of the way. But this game's still important to get some momentum heading into the second half. Plus, the wild card could come into play, and that has to do with best overall record. Somerset comes in 37-32. The Bluefish come in 30-39. Pitching matchup for this rubber match: righty DJ Mitchell for Bridgeport, 2-1, 3.60 ERA in 7 games and 4 starts. He'll go up against Will Oliver, making just his second appearance with Somerset in 2016. He's 0-1 with a 4.50 ERA. He began the year in Mexico. Of course, he was a postseason hero last fall, and he made 9 starts for Somerset as an August acquisition from the Frontier League a year ago. So should be ready. There'll be some pressure on guys like Will Oliver and DJ Mitchell to go deep in this game, knowing that the bullpens have really been taxed due to the 15-inning game. It's been a wild homestand. We've seen 3 different rain delays plus a fireworks delay as well. This is the final game of a nonstop 7-game homestand. We're about to put a bow on the first half. Somerset, they're actually wearing special red uniforms, and fans can actually bid for these uniforms in the concourse behind Section 212. All proceeds go to Operation Shoebox of New Jersey, which benefits military veterans overseas. It's an organization that sends care packages to the men and women who protect our freedom and our way of life. So vibrant red uniforms with red, white, and blue lettering and numbering for the Somerset Patriots. An interesting Star-Spangled Banner touch here on 4th of July weekend. Bridgeport there in their standard gray road uniforms. But Somerset, that was a nice win last night, a 5-hour, 15-minute game, and they are ready to keep that momentum going here for the rubber match. Bridgeport won Game 1, Somerset won Game 2. Let's see what will happen here on July 3rd. We're actually going to have a fireworks show after the game as well. We're going to celebrate July 4th here on July 3rd because Somerset will be in Waldorf, Maryland tomorrow for America's birthday. All right, we're just about ready to step aside. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups, first pitch, and baseball. Game number 70. We're at the midway point of our 140-game season coming up right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Military personnel keep their caps on and maintain a proper salute. To honor America, with the singing of our national anthem, Josh Cohen. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner with our national anthem. Our Bridgeport Cup 1 honorary back kids were Ryland Seymour, Sam, Jack, and
Bluefish, led by first-year skipper Louis Rodriguez, coming in with a 30-39 record in the first half thus far. Leading off, Luis Hernandez at shortstop, hitting second, Indy Chavez in center field. Batting third, Louis Rodriguez at second base. Cleaning up, Jose Cuevas at DH. Hitting fifth, Jonathan Galvez at first base. Batting sixth, Angeles Nina at third base. And 7, 8, 9 respectively, Rosmel Perez at catcher, Adron Chambers in left field, and Anthony Giansanti is the right fielder, rounding out the order. These 9 gentlemen will be facing righty Will Oliver for the Somerset Patriots. He made his Somerset debut 5 days ago, a Tuesday night. It was a rain-shortened 3-0 loss to the New Britain Bees. He threw 94 pitches, 6 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs, a quality start, struck out 9, walked only 2. He gave up a 3 RBI triple to Michael Krause. It was kind of an in-between hop that Zerillo misplayed, and it ricocheted behind Zerillo and rattled all the way to the wall. But Oliver threw the ball really well, and he had just gotten done driving across country from San Diego to New Jersey, so he had been kind of tired. So now he's got his legs under him, and he's ready to go. And Oliver was the postseason hero last year. Here's the defense behind Will Oliver, left to right in the outfield. Zerillo, Robinson, Van Kirk makes his Somerset debut. More on him throughout the broadcast. Left to right around the diamond, Vidal, Jones, Ferris, Fields. And the battery mate of Oliver is Mike Kearns. Yeah, the 4th-string catcher getting an opportunity today. Mike Kearns, one of the hardest workers on Somerset, making just his 2nd start of the season. So here comes Luis Hernandez. We'll have fireworks after the game. This is the final game of the first half of the 2016 season, the 19th year of Somerset Patriots baseball. We're putting a bow on the first half. Everybody in the Atlantic League starts 0-0 tomorrow for the second stanza of 70 games. Well, here's Hernandez, a .279 hitter, a homer and 22 RBI. Will Oliver, working from the first base side of the rubber, stares in. The 6'2", 210-pounder fires a first pitch that's grounded to second. Backhanded by Ferris, flings it to first. It's officially go time at 7:09 p.m. Eastern Time. We are underway from the jewel of the Atlantic League, and Hernandez is retired on the 4-3 putout. It's 317 feet in the left field line, 315 feet in the right field line, 365 in the gaps, and 402 to dead center field. Here comes Indy Chavez. Chavez had the entire night off last night. 336 hitter, 2 home runs and 12 RBI. Missed the first 5 weeks of the season with some hamstring injuries. This is a 13-year big leaguer. First pitch to the lefty. Letter high strike, count 0-1. Umpires for you this evening. Justin Sims behind home plate, Freddy DeJesus at third, and Silvio Martinez is working the first base bag. The 0-1 to Chavez, the former New York Met. Grounds this one to David Vidal. Shin high hop, soft toss across the diamond, and there's 2 away on 3 pitches. Here comes Luis Rodriguez, the second baseman, hitting .263 on the season. Somerset's wearing special red uniforms with red, white, and blue trim, and red, white, and blue numbering and lettering. These jerseys are being auctioned off in the concourse right behind home plate, right behind section 212, right in front of the team store. In for a called strike, count 0-1. So fans at the game can actually bid on their favorite player, favorite coach's jersey, and the highest bidder at the end of the 6th inning will be announced for each player/coach, and then you can get those jerseys after the game. And you get a picture with the player or coach that you won, and all proceeds, 100% of the proceeds, go to Operation Shoebox in New Jersey. And we'll talk to Rod Hurst, the executive director of this great organization, in the 5th inning. Low and in, count 2-1. They do various jersey auctions throughout the season to benefit a bunch of different charities, and this is a very popular one because everybody likes those red, white, and blue coloring. The 2-1. Ground ball, softly hit to short, scooped up by Jones, collects it, throws to first. Inning over. A 7-pitch, 1-2-3 inning for Will Oliver. He looks sharp early. They're 1/2 inning of play. It's none for Bridgeport. Somerset, they're coming to bat right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Come play with us. BSC has the only 4-level fantasy-themed laser tag arena in the country. Drop for great price.
More data means more freedom to do whatever. That's why AT&T is giving you 50% more data. That's 15 gigs of data for the price of 10. Because the more data you have, the better. And right now, at AT&T, get $300 credit for every line you switch when you trade in a smartphone and buy any smartphone on AT&T Next.
Go home with your favorite Patriots game-worn jersey. All proceeds support our troops through Operation Shoebox New Jersey. Checks and credit cards are accepted. All right, fans, you can get additional My Reward points right now by going into the Patriot app. Answer the following question. What year was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Scoreless, bottom of the first inning. Here's the starting nine for the Somerset Patriots. They come with a 37-32 record, led by fourth-year skipper Brett Jody. Leading off, Michael Jones at shortstop, hitting second, Vinny Zerillo in left field. Batting third, Eric Ferris at second base. Cleaning up, David Vidal at third base. Hitting fifth, Brian Van Kirk in right field. Batting sixth, Trayvon Robinson in center field. And 7, 8, 9, respectively, Rob Krall at DH, Matt Fields at first base, and Mike Kearns is the catcher, rounding out the order. These nine will face righty DJ Mitchell, 6 foot, 160-pounder, 29 years old, from Winston-Salem, North Carolina, in his third straight year with the Bluefish. He's 2-1 with a 3.60 ERA, 7 games, 4 starts, 24 strikeouts, 13 walks, a 2-to-1 strikeout-to-walk ratio in 30 innings pitched. So here comes Michael Jones. He scored the game-winning run in the bottom of the 15th last night. With 2 outs, he worked a full count walk off Jose Cuevas. Cuevas, one of 5 position players used by Luis Rodriguez to pitch in last night's 8-7 loss. Jones walked, stole second. Aaron Eggleston singled up the middle to win the game. First pitch to Jones, who was a triple shy of the cycle last night. Fastball up, count 1-0. In 261, 2 homers, and 31 RBI as the catalyst to this squad. The 29-year-old takes a fastball in for a called strike. Count 1-1. Scoreless, bottom of the first. Nobody out, nobody on. Rubber match. Somerset's 5-4 against Bridgeport this season. In for a called strike. Count 1-2. Somerset's lost their last 3 series. They lost 2 of 3 to New Britain, 3 of 4 to Sugarland, 3 of 4 to New Britain, and this series 1-1. It's the rubber match, and striking out, it's Michael Jones. Chased a fastball on the outside part of the plate. So 1 away here in the bottom of the first. Let's check out the defensive alignment for Bridgeport. Left to right in the outfield, Chambers, Chavez, Giansanti. Left to right around the diamond, Nina, Hernandez, Rodriguez, Galvez, and the batter made of Mitchell is Perez. Here comes Vinny Zerillo, hitting in the 2-hole for the first time all season. The Rutgers product, hitting .254, no homers, and 14 RBI. In for a called strike, 0-1. He's used to wearing this red uniform. Those are the colors of Rutgers. But here in Somerset, you either wear white, gray, or blue. Sometimes they have these alternative blue uniforms they wear, like in doubleheader games. But they haven't worn red, unless it's a really special occasion like tonight for 4th of July. The 1-1 to Zerillo. Fastball away, count 2-1. Vinny's been getting a lot of playing time lately, and he's been playing very well. Average about 300 the last couple weeks. The 2-1. Low and in, count 3-1. And Brett said, you know, I don't care how old you are. I don't care what your background is. I don't care where it says you played on the back of your baseball card. If you can perform well under me, you're going to play. And that's the case with Vinny Z. That takes a knee-high strike, 88 miles per hour. And the 23-year-old has worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, no one on. Scoreless in the bottom of the first inning for the lefty from Forked River, New Jersey. Pulls an outside pitch to first, off the glove of Galvez. It ricochets to second, and that'll be an error. It was a sharp 2-hopper, hit to the first baseman, kind of ate him up in an in-between hop. Went off his glove, ricocheted the second baseman, Rodriguez, but Vinny's way too fast. By the time Rodriguez got it, Vinny had crossed first base. Wow, that was actually a hit. You're going to give that a hit? I guess some hometown score. I'm not going to complain ever if a player gets a hit, but that's a play that should have been made by Galvez. So runner on first, 1 out. Scoreless in the bottom of the first inning, and here comes Eric Ferris. Ferris hitting .273. Eric Ferris has 12 hits his last 4 games. 4 straight multi-hit games for Ferris. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Picked up 4 hits in the 15-inning win last night. He's 12 for his last 21. So since Wednesday, he's raised his batting average from .256 to .273. The 0-1. Long set from Mitchell. Zerillo on the move. It's a hit and run, spun foul behind home plate. It's a wise hit and run call by Jody and Barker because Ferris leads the Atlantic League in double plays banged into with 13. So by sitting the runner, you're trying to stay out of the double play. And this is a Patriots team that likes to swipe some bags. 99 steals in 69 games for this team. They have 31 more stolen bases than the next closest team. Lancaster has 68. Long set from Mitchell. Throw over to check on Zerillo, who scurries back in time. Somerset's the #1 stolen base team, and they're also #1 in the Atlantic League in walks. They have walked 36 more times than the next closest team. 258 walks in 69 games. Almost 4 walks a game they average. It's 1 every other inning. The 0-2, Zerillo not going, fastball up and in. 1-2 count, 1 out, runner on first. We're scoreless in the bottom of the first inning. And Somerset's also scored the 2nd most runs in the Atlantic League. Deep breath for DJ Mitchell, working from the first base side of the rubber, from the stretch. This is Mitchell's first appearance against Somerset this season. Throw over to check on Zerillo, he gets back in time. Career with Bridgeport since the start of the 2014 season, 17-20, with a 3.87 ERA in 53 games and 50 starts. The 1-2. Zerillo not going. Lined into the netting behind home plate. Count 1-2. 2014 was a real trying year for DJ Mitchell. He led the Atlantic League in walks issued. 82 walks. But he really perfected his command last year, only issuing 49 walks. And this year he's only issued 13 walks. 1-2 count, 1 out, runner on first. Scoreless, bottom of the first. The pitch from Mitchell. Line through the right side for a base hit. A 5-game hitting streak for Eric Ferris. Ferris now 13 for his last 22 at the plate. And here comes the most valuable player of this homestand, David Vidal. David Vidal has been fantastic during this 7-game homestand. 7 for 20, 3 home runs, and 6 RBI for David Vidal. So 2 on, 1 out, scoreless bottom of the first inning. Vidal has homered in each of the last 2 games, hitting .333 on the season. Is Vidal. 6 home runs and 12 RBI. From Miami, Florida. 26 years old. The undisputed team leader. So versatile. He can play first base, third base, catcher. Long set. First pitch. Curveball high. Count 1-0. Vidal nearly missed a walk-off home run last night. We were in the 14th inning, and he hit one just foul down the left field line. Maybe about 3 feet foul. Grounds this one softly to short. Let's see if they get two. 6-4, and dropping the ball is the shortstop. Breaking for home is Zerillo, and he's going to score on the error. Patriots get an unearned run. They lead 1-0 here in the bottom of the first inning. So you had 2 on with 1 out. It was a slow roller to short. The shortstop Hernandez fielded it through to Rodriguez. The third base ump, Freddie DeJesus, say the runner is out at second base on the transfer. And then he dropped the ball on the transfer. And as he dropped the ball, Vinny broke for home. So 1 out. 2 outs, runner on first. Patriots lead 1-0. It's not an RBI for David Vidal. And it looks like the second baseman, Rodriguez, is hurt. The throw from the shortstop must have hit Rodriguez in the finger, and he's coming out of this game. You know, Hernandez, the shortstop, really threw that ball hard. He was really close to second base, and he threw the ball really hard. So we're going to have a new player come in the game for Rodriguez, the second baseman. We got a new second baseman. I believe this will be Luis Nunez. So Nunez will come in. Yep, Luis Nunez comes in to play second. So if you're scoring at home, it's a 6-4 fielder's choice, then an error on the second baseman for dropping the ball in the transfer. It scurried away from him as Zerillo broke for home. So the Patriots have a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the first inning, 2 outs, runner on first. And now Nunez comes into second. So, I mean, that's got to be probably like a broken finger. He came out of the game really quickly. Sometimes maybe you just jam something and you're stubborn, you want to stay in. There was no argument. Once the trainer saw that finger, I think it was like the pointer finger of the second baseman, they took him out. Here comes Brian Van Kirk making his Somerset debut. 30 years old from South Florida. Just signed yesterday. He was signed to replace Carlos Guzman. He's a 6-foot, 200-pound righty. Began the year in the Can-Am League with Ottawa. Missed all of last year. He had Tommy John surgery. Yeah, as an outfielder, he underwent Tommy John surgery. It's not just for pitchers. The 0-1 to Van Kirk. In for a called strike, 0-2. Guzman on Friday night tweaked his left hamstring. Guzman will be out until the All-Star break. They'll reevaluate him after the All-Star break. So Guzman will miss the next week. The 0-2. Van Kirk swings and misses at the slider, strike 3. The Patriots get an unearned run. They lead 1-0 through 1. To the second we go, right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hi.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
Your wrist bone's connected to your x-ray. Your x-ray's connected to your orthopedist. Your orthopedist is connected to the OR. The OR's connected to your blood work.
With RWJ Health Connect, your secure electronic medical records are connected to your hospitals, doctors, and to the Robert Wood Johnson Health System.
And RWJ's connected to you. Register online for RWJ Health Connect. Better access for better health.
Looking for a great deal on a car? You'll score big savings at your Tri-State Ford dealer. Proud sponsor of Somerset Patriots baseball. Visit Tri-State Ford for more information today. The Children's Specialized Hospital is also the proud sponsor of the Somerset Patriots. 1-0 Good Guys lead as we head to the top of the second inning. Will Oliver armed with an early lead thanks to an unearned run by the second baseman committing an error on the fielder's choice putout. So Cuevas, Galvez, Nina due up. Great night to get a fresh cheesesteak here at TD Bank Ballpark. The jewel of the Atlantic League. TD Bank Ballpark's been around for 19 years. It looks 19 days old. That's how high caliber this venue is. Getaway game for the Somerset Patriots. Tomorrow morning they have the 5-hour bus ride to Waldorf, Maryland to kick off the second half at Regency Furniture Stadium. Well, here's Jose Cuevas, last night's losing pitcher. He gave up the RBI walk-off single to Aaron Eggleston. Cuevas hitting .305. 41 RBI for Cuevas. That's fourth most in the Atlantic League. First pitch called a strike. Count 0-1. Cuevas top 10 in the league in batting average. Fastball up and away. Count 1-1. The All-Star game is on July 13th. Cuevas probably will be a representative. Top 10 in batting average, top 5 in RBI. The 1-1. Foul behind home plate, count 1-2. I thought the league was going to make an announcement about the All-Star game this weekend. Didn't happen. Hopefully sometime this week. I guarantee the All-Stars, they'll be announced before July 13th. We'll know that. And we know Brett Jody's going to be managing the Liberty Division All-Stars, and he's bringing his coaching staff. Ground ball in the hole at short. Backhanded by Jones. Strong throw to first. Hits Fields in the chest. What a great arm for Michael Jones. Well, that's an outfielder playing shortstop, so you know he can put some mustard on his throws, and he sure did right there. Backhanded that ball deep in the hole with both feet on the outfield grass. 3 ground balls induced from Will Oliver. And there's one out here in the top of the second. 1-0 Patriots lead. Here comes Jonathan Galvez. He was the hero in the series opener. Tallied 5 RBI in that series opener for the Bridgeport Bluefish. .313 hitter, 6 homers, 27 RBI. The 0-1. Slugs this to center and pretty deep. Trayvon Robinson takes 5 steps back, 2 feet in front of the warning track, grabs it with 2 hands. And there's 2 outs. 5 up, 5 down for Oliver. And this will bring up Angeles Nina. Nina hit his first home run of the season. This is his 9th game played. Homered off Connor Little in the top of the 9th inning last night. And how about this stat? Somerset had been 0-24 when trailing after 8 innings. Well, now they're 1-24. They erased a 3-run deficit in the 9th. They erased a 5-0 deficit after 2 innings and achieved their 19th come-from-behind win this season. Up and in 1-0. And even during the losses in this homestand, you know, they have showed a lot of grit to fight back late. The 1-0. Jam shot, foul side of first. Should be an easy piece of cake catch for Fields, and it is adjacent to the bag in fair territory. Will Oliver is cruising through 2. We're through an inning and a half in this one. 1-0 Patriots lead right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Looking for incredible savings and selection on leading brands of furniture and bedding? Visit Flemington Department Store. Family owned and operated for over 50 years. Our 2-acre showroom features the brands you want, all at exceptional values. Flemington's highly trained furniture experts are not on commission, so you can experience a pressure-free and informative shopping experience. Come explore the best-kept secret in New Jersey at the Flemington Department Store on Route 31 in Flemington.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You will find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
tonight by our lucky seat enter to win contest. Download the app.
For 106 years, Carrier has offered specialized services to care for individuals suffering from psychiatric and addictive disorders. Visit www.carrierclinic.org. Thomas Espelauto Roofing, LLC, is your local roofing experts, proudly serving Somerset County. Call them at 732-560-8311. 1-0 Patriots lead, bottom of the second inning. Robinson, Krall, Fields due up. Robinson has worked 4 walks in the series thus far. Trayvon on the season, 245 hitter, 7 home runs, leads the team in that category with 25 RBI. This is his 55th start. 28-year-old switch hitter will bat from the left side. From South Central in California, Southern Cal. A draft pick out of high school by the Dodgers, and he grew up a big Dodgers fan. First pitch. Robinson shows bunt, pulls back, fastball away, count 1-0. Robinson says his favorite big league moment, it wasn't even hitting a home run or being in the starting lineup, playing in Safeco Field. It was meeting Vin Scully. The 1-0. Swing and a miss, count 1-1. As a Dodger fan, he grew up listening to Vin, and the Mariners had an interleague series with the Dodgers, and he got to play in front of his friends and family, and he got to meet Vin Scully before the game. That's his favorite big league memory. The 1-1. Shows bunt, pulls back, called a strike, count 1-2. Of course, Scully retiring. This is his 65th year with the Dodgers. I mean, this guy's been with them since they were in Brooklyn. That is the GOAT. That guy is the greatest of all time. The 1-2. Broken bat looper into right center field for a base hit. So Trayvon Robinson's aboard. Robinson appeared in 90 big league games. This is his 55th career Atlantic League game. So runner on first, nobody out, 1-0 Patriots lead. And here comes Rob Krall. Good to see Krall back. He had missed the last 3 games with a sore right thumb. He was catching, and he took a foul tip off of his throwing hand, just below his thumb, just above his wrist. And kind of some swelling. And he is ready to go. Now he's only DHing. He's not quite ready to play the field yet. But progress, the fact that he can swing a bat and grip a bat. Letter high strike, count 0-1. Krall's one of 4 active catchers in the Somerset roster. A Randolph, New Jersey native. 250 hitter on the season. A homer, 14 RBI. The 0-1. Curveball up and away, count 1-1. DJ Mitchell, like Trayvon Robinson, a former big leaguer. Mitchell was a former big leaguer with the New York Yankees in 2012. Made 4 relief appearances with the Bombers. Allowed 2 runs and 4.2 innings of work. Slider swung on and missed, count 1-2. Mitchell was actually traded in July of 2012 for Ichiro Suzuki. Ichiro came over from the Mariners to the Yankees, and Mitchell was a prospect at the time for the Yankees, getting just a brief cup of coffee with him in the show, and he was shipped to Seattle. The 1-2. Long set for Mitchell. Really long set. Now Krall's to call time. So no matter what the rest of the baseball life has in store for DJ Mitchell, he can say he was traded for a future Hall of Famer. Ichiro just surpassed Pete Rose's all-time hits mark. Now that's if you include his Japan hits and his U.S. soil hits. Throw over to check on Robinson, just gets back in time. Very close play. Robinson has good wheels, 9 steals in 12 attempts this year. Ichiro's very close to 3,000 hits in Major League Baseball. Could get that by the end of this year with the Miami Marlins. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter, runner on first, nobody out. Patriots lead 1-0, bottom second. Another throw over to check on Robinson. It skips away from the first baseman, Galvez, but not too far away. Robinson thought about advancing to second, but he'll stay at first. And DJ Mitchell, his nickname is El Flaco. That means the thin one. He's extremely thin. He's 6 foot, 160 pounds. If there's any sort of wind, he may blow over. That's how thin this guy is. The 1-2, Robinson on the move. It's a curveball called a strike. Throw to second, not in time. So Krall strikes out on the breaking ball on the 1-2 count. Robinson gets his 10th steal in 13 attempts. And Robinson might have banged heads with the shin of the second baseman, Nunez. So now the trainer for Somerset's going to go out and check on Trayvon Robinson's head and make sure there's no concussion. And the shin of Luis Nunez was banged up. Now this is already the second baseman that Bridgeport's used in this game. We're in the second inning. In the first inning, Luis Rodriguez had to leave this game with a pointer finger injury. So Bridgeport might have to use their third second baseman in less than 3 innings. Josh Vitters is the only other infielder on the bench. But Vitters is more of a third baseman, so Vitters might have to come play third, and they might move Meany to second. It was a head-first slide for Robinson. His helmet banged the shin of the second baseman, Nunez. So both the Bridgeport trainer and the Somerset trainer come out to check on each of their players, and both are going to stay in the game. So Nunez stays in the game, and Robinson and everybody just kind of laps it off. Wow, so Bridgeport was really close to losing their second baseman. That would have been a disaster. So Krall struck out, give a stolen base to Robinson. That's the 100th steal for Somerset this season. This is the 70th game of the year. Just remarkable. Somerset has stolen 32 more bases than any other team. Here's Fields. Long set. The pitch. Up and away, 1-0. Very, very interesting here. Matt Fields became a switch hitter last month. If you're a switch hitter, you're going to bat left-handed against a righty. Now he stopped switch hitting, and now he's only going to hit right-handed. Last night was a game you want to forget if you're Matt Fields. He had the platinum sombrero. It's 5 strikeouts. The 1-0. Ground ball to short. The Robinson's calling a rundown. I mean, what is Trayvon doing? The ball was hit in front of him, and Trayvon is tagged out. Some really poor base running by Trayvon Robinson. Ground ball to short, he's on second base. When the ball's hit in front of you, you got to stay put at second until the throw is made to first. And Robinson was going on contact, kind of a brain cramp there. That's a situation where when you walk back to the dugout, you want to stay as far away from Brett Jody as possible. And he literally is walking to the far corner. He's on the far left corner, and Brett's in the far right corner. Wise choice there by Robinson. So he's tagged out between second and third. So Fields reaches via the fielder's choice. This ball's grounded right back to Mitchell. El Flaco stabs it, throws to first, and Kearns grounds out in the first pitch. So through 2, 1-0. Patriots lead the Bluefish. To the third we go here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
You like to showcase your group or organization in the heart of Central Jersey? Then the Somerset Patriots have the perfect opportunity for you. Groups of 30 or more can now reserve their spot to take the field at TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater before a game this season. Have your school's band drum up a performance to remember on the field, or have your dance company pull out a showstopper to begin the night's entertainment. You can even bring your martial arts group out to pump up the crowd before the game. There are also plenty of opportunities for the singers to get involved. From performing a song of your choice to honoring America with the Star-Spangled Banner, singers can take center stage right before the game begins. All of these groups can enjoy special discounted tickets at our group rate, beginning at just $8.50. So visit SomersetPatriots.com or call 908-252-0700 today to find out how your organization can be seen by thousands in Central Jersey's hometown ballpark.
Provider of the Somerset Patriots. Affinity Federal Credit Union, banking, investing, advising. Learn how you can love something better at www.joinaffinity.com. Through 2 innings of play, the Patriots nurse a 1-0 lead. Will Oliver has retired. All 6 batters he has faced. Perez, Chambers, Giansanti due up. So the 3 batters for Bridgeport due up in the top of the 3rd inning were all pitchers for the Bluefish last night. First pitch. In for a called strike. Count 0-1. Perez on the season, hitting .242, a homer and 15 RBI. The 0-1. Bangs this one up the middle. Ranging to his left, it's Michael Jones. Fires to first, in time, 1 away. 5 ground ball outs already induced for Will Oliver through the first 7 batters. He throws a heavy sinker, and when he's inducing ground balls, good things happen. Here comes Adron Chambers. Great crowd on hand here at TD Bank Ballpark. Last night we had 7,271. Approximately have that much here on this July 3rd evening. We're celebrating July 4th here on July 3rd, since Somerset will be on the road on July 4th. But this is a great weekend to fill up that propane tank, have a good barbecue, enjoy some baseball, be with your family. First pitch from Oliver. Low and away, count 1-0. Adron Chambers on the season, hitting .186 with a home run and 3 RBI. This is just his 14th start of the season. The 1-0. Low and in, count 2-0 here to Chambers. Chambers was used as a lefty specialist last night to get Aaron Eggleston out. And he induced a pop-up from Eggleston, but Eggleston would get the last laugh as Eggleston would get the walk-off RBI single. Chambers, 29 years old, from Pensacola, the 2-0. In for a called strike, count 2-1. Went to Pensacola High School, Pensacola Junior College. Made it all the way to the big leagues with the Cardinals from 2011 to 2013. Won a World Series with the Redbirds in 2011. Swing and a miss. Count 2-2. He was used as a pinch runner in Game 7 of the 2011 World Series. And that World Series is really regarded as one of the best World Series of all time between the Cardinals and the Rangers. The 2-2. Breaking ball softly spun to second base, gobbled up by Ferris, put out to first, 2 away. 8 up, 8 down for Will Oliver. And here comes Anthony Giansanti. Giansanti was used as one of the pitchers last night, but then he kind of hurt his shoulder, so he had to play first base. Giansanti is from Connecticut, so he's playing for his hometown team. .212 hitter, 3 homers and 14 RBI. His 35th start for the Bluefish. He began the year in Double-A with the Cubs. Hacks the first pitch, lofts it in the infield. Calling everybody off, it's Michael Jones, and Jones will make the catch. Really nice job by Will Oliver. Will Oliver has thrown 22 pitches through 3 perfect innings. We go to the bottom of the 3rd. The Patriots have a 1-0 lead right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Hi, sorry, we're closed.
What? I need
Sorry.
help with my deposit.
The bank has rules.
It's really quick.
I can't hear you.
I promise I'm gonna be really quick.
I can't hear you through the glass.
I'll be quick.
You'll be quick, that's what you just said?
Yes.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you. We're closed.
You know what? Okay, hey, sir, okay.
It's time to bank human again. That's why TD Bank has the longest hours and even stays open an extra 10 minutes for when you run late. TD Bank, America's most convenient bank.
And Sports Medicine offers same-day appointments in Bridgewater, Florham and Berkeley Heights. Goodwill, Saywell, Summit Medical Group, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. Somerset Patriots Children's Education and Sportsmanship Foundation. And the paternal owner of the Eagles, Bridgewater Area 2137, teamed up to hit home runs for charity this season.
HealthQuest is the official sponsor of the Somerset Patriots, fitness, sports, family, wellness, and community. PNC is proud to support the Somerset Patriots. Stop by your local PNC branch or visit us at pnc.com to see how we can help you achieve. PNC for the achiever in you. PNC Bank, National Association, member FDIC. 1-0, Patriots lead, bottom of the third inning. Jones, Zerillo, Ferris due up. Mike Lawrence doing a fantastic job on our WCTC headquarters. Thanks to Mark, Maria, and Ed in our broadcast venue shop just to my left here at the Fullerton.com press box. Michael Jones struck out swinging on 4 pitches his first time up against DJ Mitchell. Jones a triple shy of the cycle last night. There's only been one cycle in Somerset history. Orlando Miller did it in Atlantic City against the Surf in 2002, 14 years ago. Fastball away, count 1-0. Michael Jones was a young pup in high school when that happened. 1-0 count here to Jones. This is the final game of the first half. The 1-0. In for a called strike 1-1. So the second half starts tomorrow, and Somerset will play each team 10 times, just like they did in the first half. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. Count 1-2. And when you try and kind of synthesize what happened in this first half, it's hard to digest. I mean, this team started 13-0. They hit a rough patch. Their defense was kind of lackluster, but they've showed a lot of grit lately. Foul behind home plate. At the end of the day, I just think Brett's looking for some consistency. And sometimes, some days they'll hit and the pitching's not there. Sometimes they'll pitch and the hitting's not there. Sometimes they'll do both, but the defense isn't there. They just need to come together as one. The 1-2. Low and away, count 2-2. And were there injuries in this first half? Sure. I mean, David Vidal missed 75% of the first half. Mickey Story missed 3 weeks. There were some more nagging injuries. I mean, Evan Meek's been out for a while. Carlos Guzman, low and away, count 3-2. And other guys have played hurt, you just don't know about it. And they've also lost a lot of players. But that's what this league's about. Payoff pitch to Jones to start the bottom of the third. Patriots lead 1-0. Drill deep to right. It's in the park for Giansanti. The former Cub prospect makes the catch. And there's one out here in the bottom of the third. Here comes Vinny Zerillo, infield single, his first time up. Somerset concludes their stretch of play prior to the All-Star break with a 3-game set at Southern Maryland Monday through Wednesday of this coming week. And then they're hosting Lancaster Thursday through Sunday here at TD Bank Ballpark. And then we've got the All-Star break, off days Monday through Thursday, before Somerset has a series in Long Island. The 1-0 to Vinny. Lines this one through the left side for a base hit. Good opposite field hitting by Zerillo. And Brett said this kid's going to play. Vinny Z, 2 for 2, a multi-hit game. Had 2 hits last night in the 8-7 win. And here comes Eric Ferris. Eric Ferris just locked in. 13 for his last 22 at the plate. A 5-game hitting streak for Eric Ferris. Ferris trying to pick up his 5th straight multi-hit game. Runner on first, 1 out. 1-0 Patriots lead bottom third. Ferris looks over his left shoulder to get the signs from Glenn Barker. A long set for DJ Mitchell. Vinny not going. First pitch. Tailing fastball outside. Count 1-0 here to the Sacramento native, Eric Ferris. Ferris, a former big leaguer with the Brewers a couple years ago. Last year was in the Twins organization, reaching as high as AAA in Rochester. The 1-0. The pitch. Low and away, count 2-0. The last time there was a half where Somerset did not either win the half or clinch a wild card was the first half of 2013. It's been a long time. But that's the case this half. They have to look ahead to the second half to try and play serious September baseball. The 2-0. Sharp strike poured in, count 2-1 here. From DJ Mitchell, who went to Clemson University. Now, Mitchell's a late bloomer. He didn't start pitching till his sophomore year of college. In high school, he was an outfielder. His freshman year at Clemson, he was the starting right fielder. They moved him to the pitcher slot because he has such a live arm. But it's one thing to be a thrower, it's another thing to be a pitcher. I mean, you can have good stuff, but you have to know how to pitch. You have to know how to make your slide step, hold runners. Cirillo on the move, it's a hit and run. Slice fouled on the right field line. You have to know what pitches to throw in certain counts. You have to know how to field your position. And there's a lot more to pitching than just being able to throw in the mid-90s. And I just think it's taken DJ, a while. He did make it to the big leagues, and he's come down here to the Atlantic League to kind of rework on his craft. And he's still 29 years old. There's still a shot that he can get back to where he belongs. The 2-2. Curveball high, 3-2. So now with a full count, I think they'll send Cirillo here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. 1-0 Patriots lead, bottom of the third. Here on this July 4th weekend. A little overcast and humid. The payoff pitch, long set from Mitchell. Throw over to check on Cirillo. He scurries back in time. Cirillo can run. 5 steals and 8 attempts for Cirillo. He's one of 6 Patriots with at least 5 steals. The 3-2. Throw over to check on Cirillo, and the throw goes down the first base line. And Cirillo will scurry into second base. That's a throwing error on DJ Mitchell. The Fish committed 2 errors last night, now 1 this evening. So how ironic. DJ Mitchell was so preoccupied with Vinny Cirillo at first that Mitchell's own throwing error allows Cirillo to go to second. So it's an E1. It's actually the second error for Bridgeport in this game. Somerset's lone run was actually unearned, so some sloppy defense by the Fish. So 4 errors the last 24 hours for Bridgeport. 3-2 here to Ferris. Runner on second, 1 out. And Cirillo picked up. Oh, he's back in time. Wow. He was out. Cirillo was out. Right behind home plate, Cirillo was out. He was picked off. The shortstop snuck behind Cirillo, and he just got back in time. I mean, Silvio Martinez, I don't know what he saw. No argument from Bridgeport. From the naked eye, I thought Cirillo was out. It'll be a 3-2 here to Ferris. 1 out runner on second. Patriots leading 1-0 bottom third. The right-hander fires a curveball, called strike 3. Clipped the outside corner. Ferris thought that was a bit too far outside. Has some brief words with home plate umpire Sims, but he strikes out. And here comes David Vidal. And you wonder if they would intentionally walk David Vidal. or maybe do one of those unintentional, intentional walks. David is so locked in. He's 7 for 21 in this homestand with 3 homers and 6 RBI. He was intentionally walked twice last night, as Somerset ended up winning in 15 innings. Brian LaHare had a chance to be the hero a couple times in extra innings, but could not come through with men on base. Long set from Mitchell, the pitch. Swing and a miss. Slider away. Count 0-1. Yeah, Somerset stranded a franchise record, 22 men last night. Meanwhile, the Bridgeport, they only stranded 5 base runners in 15 innings. They only had 3 hits since the 5th inning. Remember, they scored 5 runs in the 2nd. Low and away. Count 1-1. There was just a huge sense of relief after last night's game. Somerset trying to win this rubber match. Out to an early 1-0 lead, bottom third. 1-1 count, 2 outs for David Vidal. 6 homers, 12 RBI, a .330 average. The 1-1. Low and away, count 2-1. So Vidal's tied for second in the team in home runs. And he's played about 40 fewer games than anybody else in the team because he missed so much time with that right quad injury. He won't be an all-star. He doesn't have enough plate appearances to probably get some recognition. But he's playing at an MVP level. The 2-1. Fastball away, count 3-1. And Vidal got healthy just in time because Somerset lost a key cog in the middle of their order, Brad Snyder, who went to Mexico. I mean, think about the guys they've lost. Candelario to Mexico, Snyder to Mexico, Horst to Mexico, McGregor to Korea, Nieves to Taiwan, Schlosser to the Dodgers, Gorski to the Mets. But they brought in some really good players to replace those guys, like Sean Garceau, like Ryan Reed, getting Vidal back, Brian Van Kirk on deck. You know, Zarilla was not on the opening day roster, and he's been fantastic. The 3-1. Outside, he walked him. That was one of those unintentional, intentional walks. So the top half of this third inning has taken, the bottom half of this third inning has taken as long as the first 2.5 innings combined. Well, here comes Brian Van Kirk. He can become a household name in just his second ever Somerset at bat. 2 outs, bottom of the third. Runners on first and second. Van Kirk struck out on a tailing slider his first time up. A right-hander, 30 years old, from South Florida. Has peaked at the AA level with the Minnesota Twins, with the Toronto Blue Jays organization. Long set for Mitchell. The pitch. Hit into center field. On the run, it's Chavez. He makes the catch. Van Kirk stroked it hard, but right into the waning mid of the 13-year big leaguer Chavez. Through 3, the Patriots have a 1-0 lead. Right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Huh?
Bender receiving a one-night stay with the Comfort Inn Suites. Here you go, Linda. I'm sure Zach's going to get involved with that as well. Thank you guys for participating. Enjoy the rest of the game, folks.
Help us help them. Operation Shoebox New Jersey needs your help to ensure the supply line of personal care packages shipped overseas continues. Stop by the Operation Shoebox New Jersey table to learn more about the organization and how you can put a smile on the faces of the men and women serving the U.S. military. Now don't forget, our Jersey auction will conclude with the final out of the 6th inning. So you only have 3 more innings to participate in our Jersey auction. Again, the Jersey auction will stop
In the ballpark, Bridgewater Diner is a great place to meet and eat. Stop by the Bridgewater Diner before or after the game and enjoy great food and company. Let's pause for 10-second station identification on the Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. We go to the 4th inning. The Patriots have a 1-0 lead. Will Oliver has been perfect. 22 pitches, 9 up, 9 down. Remarkable stuff. Second time through the order here. Here's the leadoff hitter, Hernandez. The 278 hitter bats from the left side, takes a fastball up and away. Count 1-0. Hernandez grounded out to second base his first time up. Only 1 ball has left the infield through the first 3 innings for Bridgeport. Liner on the third baseline foul, count 1-1. That was a fly ball to center by Jonathan Galvez. Other than that, we've seen all infield pop-ups, all ground balls. Oliver struck out 9 in his 2016 debut. No strikeouts tonight, but sometimes it's better to not have any strikeouts because that keeps your pitch count down. The 1-1. This ball's lacing to left center field. On the run is Zerillo, but he'll play it on a hop. So there goes the no-hitter. There goes the perfect game. This illustrious franchise has been around for 19 years. No one has ever thrown a no-hitter for Somerset. Not even like a 7-inning shortened no-hitter. And we won't have that tonight. And all of a sudden, the Bluefish have something brewing here. Runner on first, nobody out. And here comes the 2-3-4 hitter, starting with Andy Chavez. Chavez grounded out to third base his first time up. Tell you a little bit about Will Oliver this half inning. He's one of 6 children, the youngest of 6 children. First pitch, fouled down the third base line out of play, count 0-1. So he grew up in a big-time household. I wouldn't want to pay the grocery bill if I was his parents for 6 kids, but he grew up, and he said that's where he really draws his competitive spirit from, because when he was younger, he would always kind of compete with his siblings. It'll be an 0-1. Fastball away, count 1-1. And I'm sure being the youngest of 6, you can just learn a lot by observing from 5 older siblings. He's a former 35th round draft pick in 2010 by the New York Yankees at a Palomar College in San Marcos, California. Throw over to check on the runner who gets back in time. He spent some time in the Yankees organization. He also spent a couple years in the Frontier League, where he dominated that league. The 1-1. Up and away, count 2-1. But he actually aged out of the Frontier League last summer. So his Frontier League team, the Evansville Otters, had to get rid of him. Otherwise, they would have to start forfeiting games. The 2-1. Hammered to deep right. It's in the park, though, for Van Kirk. In his second day with the Patriots, he makes the catch. There's one away. So Somerset picked him up last August, and he absolutely shined in the regular season and specifically the postseason. Regular season last year, 9 starts, 6-2, 3.17 ERA. But in the postseason, where he really made his money, 2-0, 16 innings, 2 runs scored in 2 starts, 1.13 ERA, struck out 10, walked 2, allowed 7 hits, and he threw a complete Game 4 hit shutout on 114 pitches in Game 4 of the 2015 Liberty Division Series against the Ducks, and the Patriots were trailing 2-1. After that Game 3 loss, that was the quietest clubhouse I've ever seen. Somerset was on the verge of their third straight postseason disappointment. And Will Oliver saved the day the very next night. And nobody really knew what they were going to get out of Will Oliver. I mean, yeah, he did pretty well in the regular season, but this guy had never pitched in serious September baseball in the Atlantic League. He had been a good postseason pitcher in other leagues, but this is for the big boys here. And they turned to an unknown commodity who became a household name. Roper down the left field line, foul. 1-1 count, 1 out. 1-0 Patriots lead in the top of the fourth inning. I mean, I'll even say that Will Oliver's Game 4 was more important than Merritt's complete game shutout in Game 5. Because as soon as Somerset won Game 4, they had all the momentum, and you just knew they were going to win Game 5, and they did. They ended up taking 3 of the 4 games against Southern Maryland and won the title. The 1-1 from Oliver. Up and away, 2-1. Oliver's from Newport Beach, California. He grew up a huge Dodgers fan. He still is a Dodgers fan. And actually, on his way here, driving across country from San Diego to New Jersey, he stopped in Pittsburgh to see his beloved Dodgers play the Pirates at PNC Park. The 2-1. Low and away. Count 3-1. He's a big Clayton Kershaw fan. Runner on first, 1 out. And he, like Trayvon Robinson, is also a big Vin Scully fan. Runner on first, 1 out, 1-0 Fish trail, top of the fourth inning. It's a 3-1 count here to Luis Nunez. Sprayed into left field for a base hit. Trying to go first to third, it's Hernandez, and he will make it standing up. So Nunez, his first at bat of the evening, results in a single to left center and moves Hernandez from first to third. Remember, Nunez came in for Rodriguez as Rodriguez jammed a finger in the first inning on a fielder's choice play at second. So the Fish have men on the corners with 1 out here in the top of the fourth inning. And here comes Jose Cuevas. Infield will play back. I want to turn 2. First pitch. Liner into shallow right field. Van Kirk on the run. He will trap the baseball. Breaking for home. It's the runner. And he scores. But it is a fielder's choice over at second base. So it's actually a fielder's choice 9-6 putout. But it is an RBI for Cuevas. That's his 42nd RBI, leads the team in that category. So kind of an awkward play right there. First and third, 1 out. A sinking line drive into right. It was trapped by the right fielder Van Kirk. The runner from on first really held it first because he thought Van Kirk was going to catch that ball. Van Kirk trapped it, came up firing on a crow hop to second to get the 9-6 fielder's choice. So it's not a single for Cuevas. It's a fielder's choice. An RBI fielder's choice. And we're tied at 1 here in the top of the fourth inning. 2 outs, runner on first. So some good situational baseball. Plates Hernandez. Here comes Galvez. Hitting over 320. Spins one foul behind home plate. Count 1-1. Oliver's been very successful here at TD Bank Ballpark. In 7 starts, he's 6-1 at home with a 1.57 ERA, and that includes the postseason. Runner on first, 2 outs, tied at 1, top of the fourth. The pitch. Little looper, shallow center. This might drop. Backpedaling is Ferris, and he makes the catch. That ball did not have a lot of hang time. Good agility by Ferris to drift back and haul it in with one hand. But the Fish get a run on a couple hits. They tie it at 1 through 3.5 right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Are you ready for some family fun? Have a ball with them.
The 6-time Atlantic League champion Somerset Patriots are taking the field at award-winning TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater. Enjoy professional baseball, food, giveaways, and affordable fun all summer long with the Somerset Patriots.
It's salmon and come on, get patriotic.
This is Jersey. Things happen here. A club in Asbury Park became part of rock history. A writer from Princeton penned a story so gripping, it became an American classic. A girl from South Jersey took on the world and won soccer's greatest prize. And every week, millions of winning lottery tickets make people's day and change people's lives. Believe it, anything can happen in Jersey.
Call Wellman Home Services for your free AC system check. Wellman Home Services, plumbing, heating, electric, and air, service you can trust since 1962. Download the brand new Somerset Patriots app right now for free in the App Store. Search Somerset Patriots. Get the schedule, roster, statistics, social feeds, videos, rewards, and much more. Download now and stay connected. Available now at the Apple App Store or Google Play. Today's My Rewards code for the Somerset Patriots sparkling new app that I just talked about, it's Harbor Yard. That's the venue where the Bridgeport Bluefish play their games. Harbor Space Yard. Type that in. Get some points. Make yourself happy. Here's Trayvon Robinson. Bottom of the 4th inning. We're tied at 1. Robinson singled, stole a base, but was stranded. First pitch. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Somerset has stranded 5 base runners for the first 3 innings. They stranded 22 last night, a franchise record. Ground ball to second. Routine putout, Nunez to Galvez, 1 away. Next half inning, we'll be joined by special guest Rod Hirsch, the executive director of Operation Shoebox New Jersey. Somerset's wearing these special red uniforms with red, white, and blue trim on the stitching and numbers and lettering. These jerseys are being auctioned off in the concourse as I speak. After the 6th inning, they'll announce the winners. And the winners can go down in the field after the game to claim their jersey, meet the player or coach of that jersey, and get a picture and get some autographs and go home happy because they got a nice piece of memorabilia and they were able to donate money to Operation Shoebox. It's a organization, a nonprofit organization that helps servicemen and women overseas. Fastball up, count 1-1 here to Crawl. Crawl struck out looking his first time up. Operation Shoebox has been partners with Somerset for a really long time. The 1-1. Crawl grounds this one down the first baseline. It'll be fair. He'll rattle around first base. Cutting it off in the corner, it's Giansanti. Crawl's thinking about going to third. It's turbo time for Rob. He's got a slide, feet first, and he makes it. The catcher gets a triple. A 1-out triple for Crawls. He rifled one down the right field line. Having trouble collecting it in the corner was Giansanti. As the ball rolled in the Patriots bullpen. Give Crawl some oxygen. Go-ahead runs on third with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th inning with the score tied at 1. Infield will come in as we're in the bottom of the 4th. 1-out runner on third. This one Fields needs to make contact here. Fields leads the Atlantic League in strikeouts with 85. So a triple for Crawl. Infield comes in. Fields picked up a double in last night's win. First pitch inside, count 1-0 here to the righty Fields. Fields, 232 hitter, 5 homers, 29 RBI. He has to drive this ball to the outfield. The 1-0. Ground ball to the third baseline foul. Count 1-1. One out runner on third. We're tied at 1 in the bottom of the fourth inning here from TD Bank Ballpark. Two teams mathematically eliminated from first half postseason contention, but still playing with a lot of pride, trying to bottle up some momentum for the second half of the season that starts tomorrow at 7:05 in Southern Maryland. The 1-1. Low and away, count 2-1 here to Fields. On deck, Mike Kearns, making just his second start of this season. The 2-1 to Fields from DJ Mitchell. Mitchell came into this game with a 3.60 ERA. Very good numbers in 7 games and 4 starts. The 2-1 from the righty. Fastball just inside. Count 3-1. If you walk Fields, that would set up the double play. But Mitchell has to attack Fields here, knowing that he's very vulnerable to the strikeout. But all Fields wants to do is drive the ball to the outfield, as Krall could score on an RBI sac fly. The 3-1 from Mitchell. Curveball above the helmet of Matt Fields, and he works a 5-pitch walk. So Fields trots to first. Men on the corners, 1 out. And now the defense will move back. They'll play for the double play ball, as Mike Kearns is making just his 5th appearance and 2nd start. He's 3 for 8 on the season with no homers and no RBI. He's from Pennsylvania, went to Penn State Abington, played briefly for Camden last year. 25 years old is Kearns. Men on the corners, 1 out. And Kearns pops this one up in the infield, calling everybody off as the second baseman. And the second baseman, Nunez, makes the catch. Unproductive out by Kearns, who twice has hacked to the first pitch. Been recorded for an out. 2 away. Here comes Michael Jones. Jones 0 for 2. Strikeout and a flyout to right. Righty pitcher, righty hitter. First pitch. Upstairs, count 1-0. Jones has been pretty clutch this season. He has 31 RBI. He hits .361 with 2 outs and runners in scoring position. That's the case right now with a runner at third. The 1-0 to the Catalyst. Lined into left field. On the run, it's the left fielder Chambers, and he grabs it. Patriots have men in the corners, 1 out, and could not score. All right, through 4, we're tied at 1. We're going to talk Operation Shoebox and special red jerseys next, right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Somerville Aluminum sets the standard for best in class. For over 3 generations, we've seen products changing, processes changing. What hasn't changed about us is who we are.
From our home to yours, we invite you to explore our new state-of-the-art showroom and visualize your dream. We want you to touch and experience the latest products so you can make the best choices. From kitchens and baths to windows, doors, and siding, we have it all.
Love the way you live. Get 2 great offers to help improve the look and feel of your home.
Your wrist bone's connected to your X-ray. Your X-ray's connected to your orthopedist. Your orthopedist is connected to the OR. The OR's connected to your blood work.
With RWJ Health Connect, your secure electronic medical records are connected to your hospitals, doctors, and to the Robert Wood Johnson Health System.
And RWJ's connected to you. Register online for RWJ Health Connect. Better access for better health.
Back at it here from the Jewel of the Atlantic League. We're tied at 1 here on 4th of July weekend. Top of the 5th inning. I'm Justin Answell. We're talking Operation Shoebox with the Executive Director of the New Jersey chapter, Rod Hirsch. Rod, thanks so much. You run a great organization.
Thank you.
These jerseys look great.
Don't they? Yeah, we're really pleased with them.
Now, did you design the red look?
Well, yeah, Mark and I discussed it, and that's what we came up with. Because I think this is our 4th or 5th year doing it, and you try and come up with something different every year. And I'm getting a kick out of it because we're up on the concourse, and we're seeing a lot of our jerseys from past years.
Oh, the fans love them.
Yeah, they do. They really do. The players love them. A couple of the guys, when I was down there, when they were doing the autographs, were saying, do we really have to give these away?
That's the best compliment you can get.
You bet, yeah.
Swung on and missed, count 0-2, and it's a win-win situation because the fans go home happy with their favorite player, favorite coach's jersey, and 100% of the proceeds go to overseas men and women. Tell us about what the proceeds go to, Rod.
Yeah, we ship care packages overseas to the troops on a regular basis. We have between 18 and 20 packing events every year where volunteers come out and we assemble the packages, and we do about maybe 12,000, 15,000 a year, and we're going on our 11th year now, and we're well over 100,000 boxes that have gone overseas, and we're real proud of the fact that we've never had to buy anything that goes into the boxes. Everything's been donated over all this time. The challenge, as it is for any nonprofit organization, is to raise the money to ship the boxes overseas. So whatever monies come out of tonight will be dedicated to paying the postage for the boxes.
Nina grounds out to third. Vidal tosses across the diamond. So 1 out, top of the 5th. We're tied at 1. The batter is Rosmel Perez, one of 5 position players that pitched last night for Bridgeport. Curveball inside, count 1-0. This is affordable family fun at its finest. How long have you been partnered with Somerset? We're certainly glad to have you part of the red, white, and blue family. Right?
Oh, you bet. I've been a part of this since Shoebox started. We've been coming here for 11 years, doing different promotional events and doing packings here. We're actually going to be doing a packing on the concourse.
Oh, cool.
Coming up on Sunday, I believe, July 31st. So it's open to anybody that wants to come and help us out. We'll be here at 11 o'clock in the morning, and our goal is to pack at least 1,000 boxes that day.
That's Sunday, July 31st?
Correct, yeah.
Ground ball by Perez up the middle. So 1 on, 1 out. We're tied at 1, top of the 5th inning. We're talking about Operation Shoebox here in New Jersey with the executive director, Rod Hirsch. A great night, a great crowd.
Yeah.
The crowds here have been great this whole year.
Yeah. Yeah, the timing, the weather, everything about it is just, it's like the planets aligned for us tonight.
The fireworks after the game,
fireworks
too,
after the game, yeah, so we're really excited about tonight. We look forward to this event, and it means a lot to us. The partnership with the Patriots, we're real proud of that, and they treat us really well here.
It's a first-class organization.
It really is.
It starts at the top of Mr. Steve Califer.
Absolutely, yep. Yeah, and it's been that way from day one.
Has.
It's been consistent all the way through. It's not easy to keep that momentum going, that excitement going. I mean, it's the same product year after year after year, but yet, just look at this place. It's sold out.
And there's not much turnover in the front office. And I think that's been huge. Mark and Dave and Pat McVeary, they've been here since day one.
Yeah, I knew these guys when they were kids.
Right.
It's a great outfit. It really is. We love being here.
So runner on first, 1 out, 3-0 count here to the batter, Adron Chambers, who won a World Series with the St. Louis Cardinals 5 years ago in 2011 as a reserve. The 3-0 takes in for a called strike, count 3-1. You have a favorite player in the Patriots?
He's not with them anymore.
It doesn't all time. Maybe Sparky Lyle. Who do you like?
Well, yeah, Sparky, of course. He's my man. But Jake Fox is a guy that I remember that one year he had 3 nights in a row walk-offs.
Yes.
I don't think that's been done since anywhere.
Anywhere.
And I still follow him. He's playing with the Reading
Double-A Phillies.
Fighting Phils, and he's having a good season down there. Real class guy. He was just. Such
awesome.
A groove when he was here. One year he had over 30 home runs. And
he won the MVP, and he was picked up by the Diamondbacks in August, and he still won the MVP even though he missed a month.
Right.
He missed a month. That's how good he was.
Yeah, he was clutch. Whenever they needed that big hit, it seemed like he would come up and get the job done.
So that's a walk to Chambers. So 2 on, 1 out, 1-1 the score, top of the 5th. We're talking with Rod Hirsch about Operation Shoebox here. Fireworks after the game.
or what is the bidding for one of these beautiful red jerseys start at in the concourse? Well, what's the minimum bid?
Well,
here,
we're selling tickets, and people are dropping their tickets into a bucket. So one ticket's $5, and 3 tickets is 10, and then we're doing arm's length for 20, and the buckets are filling, and people keep coming back. I've seen some people already spend over $100.
That's
you know,
great.
like oh yeah, I'm all for it. You know, $20 at a time, and they keep coming back and putting in more. So,
do you have a goal about the amount of money you want to raise? I mean, you've done this for 11 years, so do you have a ballpark? I mean, how much do you usually get for one of these?
We generally get somewhere between $5,000 and $6,000.
Wow, that's
so,
terrific.
Yeah, so I think we're on pace for that tonight. Yeah, and we're doing really well with the 50-50. One gentleman walked up and spent $30, and then he came back and he spent another $150. So that's $180. One guy. And he was telling us that he's from a military family, and you know. And then another guy just right before I came up here spent $80 on the 50-50.
So we just saw a fly out to left by Giansanti. This brings up Hernandez. He's 1 for 2. 2 on, 2 out, tied at 1, top of the 5th. We just had a shot on SPN.TV about everybody flocking the tables in front of the team store. It's popular down there.
Yeah, it's a busy place right now. And you can see, you know, some of our, as I said, jerseys from previous years. And people are still bidding. They want the red ones. Yeah, you can see that lady right there.
Count 0-2. And I think the key is, to me, Rod, you want to pick a player like a starting pitcher who's not pitching, because that jersey won't be sweaty. You know, if you pick the catcher, that thing is going to stink. I mean, you know, I'm being facetious here.
No, you're right. But you know, a lot of the people, like number 22 right there,
right,
he's got a big dirt splotch on the back shoulder. So
some people don't wash their jerseys.
No, they want that. You know, it's a game-worn jersey.
Like I would bid for like Rudy Owens, because he started last night. There's no way he's pitching in this game.
True.
That jersey will be dry.
He's sitting on the bench down in the bullpen, hanging out.
Yeah. I love Will Oliver and I love Mike Kearns, but those things are going to be soaking wet after this game, and you don't want those. I say it tongue-in-cheek. You know what I mean?
But, you know, it's funny. The players were saying how much they like these jerseys because they're very, very lightweight. Very, very lightweight. And, you know,
they're form-fitting. They're sharp.
Yeah, maybe they don't perspire as much in them. Yeah, I mean, of course, what we're really proud of is on the sleeve. It has our Operation Shoebox New Jersey logo, which really looks sharp.
The 0-2 with 2 outs, tied at 1 in the 5th, up and away, count 1-2. Yeah, I really think, you know, and they do this for other organizations too. I know usually sometimes Sunday games at home for cancer awareness and stuff like that. I just think it's just a great way to make everybody happy, because everybody loves memorabilia. They get to meet the players after the game too, which I think is fun, Rod.
Yeah.
Get an autograph. Yeah. Take a picture.
And then, you know, they can come back to the ballpark with the jersey at another time, and, you know, the guys will personalize it too if they want, you know. You know, it's kind of a rush tonight because, you know, game over, they're going to get on the road because I think they're going down to Southern Maryland to start the season, right, tomorrow?
The second half.
Yeah. So, yeah, not the season, the second half.
2 on, 2 out, 1-2 count here to Luis Hernandez, who spoiled off a couple cup pitches. I'm Justin Answell talking baseball and Operation Shoebox and special red uniforms with Rod Hurst, the executive director of Operation Shoebox here in the Garden State. Long set from Will Oliver, one of the postseason heroes from a year ago, as Somerset captured their 6th Atlantic League title. The 1-2, the pitch. Another number foul behind home plate. And we'll do it again. Any plans for the 4th of July, Rod?
Probably just recovering from today.
Yeah. It's probably mentally and physically draining. It's great what you do.
Yeah.
But like you said, you're busy.
It's you know, it's a lot of work. There's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes that people don't realize. But that's okay. You know, we're happy and proud to do what we do. I mean, it's very rewarding at the end of the day, especially the letters and the cards that we get from overseas, from, you know, complete strangers. We just got one in today, or yesterday. You know, a guy in Afghanistan. He's in a medical unit, and he was saying that you know, the locals too benefit from this. They take our care packages, they go through the stuff, and, you know, each box has got 2 boxes of Girl Scout cookies in it. So right there.
Thin Mints?
Thin Mints.
Oh, okay.
Thin Mints.
Now we're talking.
You bet. I mean, it's and they all talk about that. They say, you know, when we got these boxes, it was like Christmas Day, because, you know, a lot of the infrastructure that we had overseas has been broken down, and they don't have as much stuff as they had at one point. So these packages really make a difference when they get them.
Breaking ball called, strike 3. Hernandez strikes out. Rod, thanks so much. You run a great organization, and best of luck with the raffle.
Thank you very much.
That was Rod Hurst, the Executive Director of Operation Shoebox. The Patriots and Bluefish remain tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Welcome to the brand new Somerset Patriots app. What is an app? Everything Somerset Patriots, all at your fingertips. The Patriots My Rewards program. Download this free app today at the Apple Store or Google Play. I might not know what an app is, but this one is really fun.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
True Associates is the sponsor of the lawn seating area at the ballpark. At True Associates, you'll find more than a wide variety of competitive insurance products. You'll find people who understand your needs. True Associates is a team of licensed professionals who care about their clients. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. We're tied at 1 as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. Nice job by Oliver to wiggle out of some trouble as he stranded 2. Following hitters due up for Somerset, Zerillo, Ferris, and Vidal, 2, 3, 4 in the order. Zerillo's been great. He has 40% of Somerset's hits, 2 for 2. An infield single to first, and he slapped one through the left side. Third time through the order here against DJ Mitchell, nicknamed El Flaco because he's 6 foot, 160 pounds soaking wet. He's smaller than James Skelton. First pitch. Fastball upstairs, count 1-0. Beautiful night in Central Jersey. You know, we had some rain earlier this homestand, but the last 2 nights have been great. Zerillo bangs this one to center, but right into the waning minute Chavez. There's 1 away. Here comes Ferris. Ferris looking for his 5th straight multi-hit game. Had a 3-hit game, a 3-hit game, a 2-hit game, a 4-hit game, and now a 1-hit game. Raised his batting average over 20 points during this torrid stretch. Ferris rocking the high dark black socks, 3/4 light white pants with that special red uniform that we just talked about with Rod Hirsch. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Deep breath from Mitchell. About to throw his 67th pitch. It swung on and missed. Count 0-2. Bridgeport and Somerset will face each other for 3 series in the second half. July 28th through 31st here at TD Bank Ballpark. August 19th through 21st at Harbor Yard, and September 13th through September 14th. There's a doubleheader on September 13th at Bridgeport. So in the second half, they'll have 1 series here, 2 series in Bridgeport. Bridgeport is trying to qualify for the playoffs for the first time since 2010. Longest active drought amongst the 8 teams in the Atlantic League. The 1-2, up and in, count 2-2. Let's check in some Atlantic League scores. You know York has won the Freedom Division title. They clinched on Thursday. Long Island wrapped up the Liberty Division title last night. But still a full slate of activity ongoing in the Atlantic League. 3-2 count to Ferris. He was down in the count 0-2, has battled back to 3-2. York doubled up Lancaster 14-7. Ducks leading Sugarland 5-1 in the 6th. New Britain defeated Southern Maryland 6-1 in New Britain. The 3-2. Ground ball, softly hit to second, fielded by Nunez. The pitcher covers for a 4-1 putout. New Britain becomes just the third expansion franchise in the Atlantic League to finish above 500 in their first half of play. They finished the half 36-34. Somerset's best opportunity to break this tie came back in the 4th. A one-out triple from Crawl, but he stayed there because Kearns had an unproductive out. 2 outs, no one on, tied at 1, bottom of the 5th inning, and David Vidal is trying to homer for the 3rd straight game. .330 hitter, 6 homers, 12 RBI. First pitch to the righty. Low and in, count 1-0. When you walk up to David Vidal, he certainly does not look like a cleanup hitter. I mean, he's 5'11", about 220 pounds. But he swings with so much heart and passion. The 1-0. Low and away, count 2-0. You look around the Atlantic League and sometimes you just scratch your head and you wonder, how have these guys not advanced further in their careers? When you look at the back of their baseball card and when you watch them in person, guys like Aaron Eggleston, David Vidal, these guys are terrific baseball players. They have the intangibles as well. Low and in, count 3-0. He's never even played AAA, David. See if they green light him here. The 3-0, I would. He swings, and he foul tips it behind home plate. Count 3-1. He had the green light last night in the 14th inning, and he mashed one onto 287, which runs parallel to the left field wall. But he hooked it foul by 3 feet. In fact, that ball was hit so high it actually went over the foul pole. So it was really tough to judge for the third base umpire at the time, Silvio Martinez, but I had a good look at it. I think they got the call right. The 3-1. Hammers this one to deep center field. Back goes Chavez at the warning track at the wall. He leaps, and Chavez, did he bring that one back? Oh, he did. Just like the NLCS Game 7, he leaped at the track. And he potentially robbed a home run away from David Vidal. If it wasn't a home run, it was going off the top of the wall. Well, Chavez has done that here in the tri-state area before. And he robs Vidal of maybe a home run or an extra base hit. Nonetheless, we're through 5, tied at 1. Top of the 6th we go, right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Nothing is more important than your child's education. The Somerset County Education Association represents the public school employees that make your child's education possible. This includes more than 7,000 teachers, paraprofessionals, bus drivers, nurses, custodians, secretaries, and other outstanding education support professionals. Visit www.sceanj.org for more information. Together, we can prepare our children for the future.
Andy Chavez turning back the clock like it was 2006, 10 years ago, leaping at the wall in dead center to rob Vidal of a potential go-ahead home run. Of course, Mets fans remember when Chavez leaped over the wall, pulled a home run back off the bat of Scott Rowland. that kept the Mets afloat in Game 7 of the NLCS. But Yadier Molina would hit a go-ahead 2-run home run off Heilman, and the Cardinals would end up winning the World Series. First pitch, breaking ball, in for a called strike. And how many times do you see it? When a player makes a great play to end the previous half inning, he leads off the next half inning. And Andy Chavez is leading off the sixth. 13-year big leaguer. Fastball inside, count 1-0. Chavez, currently 38 years old. He was around such a long time ago. He actually played in the big leagues with the Montreal Expos. The Expos ceased to exist at the end of the 2004 season, and the Expos became the Nationals. So if you were playing for the Expos, you really have been around for a while. The 1-1. He's been on the Royals, Expos, Nationals, Phillies, Mets, Mariners, Rangers, and Orioles. Low and in, count 2-1. Career 270 hitter in 13 years in the big leagues, 30 home runs, 266 RBI from 2001 to 2014. Signed as an amateur free agent with the Mets back in 1996. From Venezuela. Fastball away, count 3-1. He played for Venezuela in the World Baseball Classic in 2006 and 2009. And he works a 5-pitch walk. Andy Chavez actually made the final out ever in Expos history in October of 2004. So he was the last batter to ever come to the plate in Montreal Expo history. And in his third at bat on this game, he worked a walk. So there's a runner on first with nobody out, tied at 1, top of the 6th, and here is Nunez. He shows bunt, pulls back, it's low, count 1-0. Like Oliver had some words for the home plate umpire saying, where was that pitch? And I kind of agree. I thought that clipped the knees. Patriots had a 1-0 lead. In the first inning, they scored on an unearned run by the second baseman Rodriguez, who would later leave this game with a jammed right finger. Bridgeport scored a run on an RBI fielder's choice in the 4th inning, so nothing too sexy or appealing has really occurred in this game, but it's tied at 1 in the 6th. Both Mitchell and Oliver have pitched very well. 1 run on 3 hits for Bridgeport, 1 run on 5 hits for Somerset. We're in the top of the 6th, the runner on first, nobody out. And Nunez has singled in this game, is at the plate, a .253 hitter. Oliver would love a double play ball here. Liner on the third base line, foul. Count 1-2. Luis Rodriguez is the third base coach for Bridgeport. He played with Bridgeport for parts of 8 seasons, and he's also their manager. It's actually Bridgeport's third different manager in the last 3 years. They went from Willie Upshaw to Ricky Van Asselberg to Luis Rodriguez. Nunez does well against Patriot pitching, a .348 hitter against Pats pitching this year. Runner on first, nobody out, tied at 1, top 6. The pitch. Curveball sliced up the middle for a base hit. Playing the best brings out the best in Luis Nunez. And decision time here for Rodriguez. He's got his cleanup hitter up, who leads the team in RBI with 42. That's good for 4th most in the Atlantic League. But you have 2 on, no one out. Would you bunt with Jose Cuevas here? Cuevas drove home the only run for Bridgeport on the RBI fielder's choice back in the 4th. So Kearns goes out to greet Oliver to go through the secondary signs. Righty pitcher, righty hitter. Vidal is back at third base. They're not expecting a bunt. Fields playing behind the runner at first. He's not expecting a bunt either. And he's not bunting. Swings and misses, blew a fastball by him, 91 miles per hour, count 0-1. So they're going to trust Jose Cuevas. 42 RBI in the season for Jose Cuevas, 6 home runs and a .299 batting average. He's top 10 in batting average, top 5 in RBI in the league. Probably be an all-star in a week and a half. The Midsummer Classic on July 13th at Clipper Magazine Stadium in Lancaster. Bridgeport hosted the All-Star game last year. 2 on, no one out. The pitch popped up behind home plate, count 0-2. And now you got to go after Jose Cuevas. Try and put him away, induce an unproductive out. Cuevas, 6'2", 185-pound righty from the Bronx, New York, has peaked at the AAA level. Will Oliver has only struck out 1 batter. He struck out 9 in his first start, the 0-2. Ground ball to short. This is better than a strikeout. It's a 6-4-3 double play. Nice job by Oliver. Just what he ordered up. Well, that was the risk of not bunting there, that a double play could happen, and it sure did. So Chavez goes to third, but there are 2 outs. And here comes Jonathan Galvez. 5 RBI this series for Galvez. The righty's hitting .313, 6 homers, and 27 RBI. 6'2", 200-pounder from Lawrence, Massachusetts. Just 25 years old is Galvez. In for a called strike, count 0-1. He has peaked at the AAA level with the Mets organization. Infield back, 2 outs, but the go-ahead run's 90 feet away. Breaking ball inside, 1-1. Kearns has to stop anything that's in the dirt. This is just the second start of the season for Mike Kearns behind home plate. Usually the bullpen catcher. The 1-1. Low and away, catches the slider. Count 2-1. 2 outs, runner on third. Both pitchers have wiggled out of some trouble in the middle innings here. We saw Mitchell get out of a first and third jam in the 4th. Oliver's trying to get out of a first and second no-out jam. And he induces a comebacker right back to himself. 1-3 put out, pitcher to first. Nice job by Oliver. 2 on, no one out. And the 4-5 hitters were up, and they can't do any damage. Through 5.5, we're all equal at 1 here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Your wrist bone's connected to your X-ray. Your X-ray's connected to your orthopedist. Your orthopedist is connected to the OR. The OR's connected to your blood work.
With RWJ Health Connect, your secure electronic medical records are connected to your hospitals, doctors, and to the Robert Wood Johnson Health System.
And RWJ's connected to you. Register online for RWJ Health Connect. Better access for better health.
Everyone loves when beauty and efficiency meet, and now you can too. This July, enjoy 15% off Sunrise Restoration's windows and trim packages. Plus, get a free triple pane upgrade. Visit SomervilleAluminum.com to get started on your next project today. For 106 years, Carrier has offered specialized services to care for individuals suffering from psychiatric and addictive disorders. Visit www.carrierclinic.org. Thanks for spending your July 4th weekend with me. I'm Justin Antwell. Bottom of the 6th inning. We're all tied at 1. Another capacity crowd on hand here at the Jewel of the Atlantic League. That is TD Bank Ballpark. 75 degrees, a bit humid, but a perfect night for baseball. And we'll have fireworks after this contest as well. Here comes Brian Van Kirk, making his Somerset Patriot debut. He was signed yesterday. He did not arrive until 6 o'clock. The game started at 7. And he was available to pinch hit yesterday. Jody never used him, but he's letting him start this game. In for a called strike, 0-1. The reason why Van Kirk's here, to replace Carlos Guzman on the roster. Guzman sidelined with a left hamstring injury. He'll be out a couple weeks. And Guzman was playing really well. It's a shame. Up and away, 1-1. Guzman had 19 RBI in the month of June. And on the first day of July, bangs a double off the right center field wall. Motors into second, but pulled up lame with a left hammy issue. The 1-1 to the righty Van Kirk. Swing and a miss, count 1-2. Van Kirk is no stranger to the Atlantic League. He played for Camden in 2014. 109 games, batted .268, 11 homers, and 58 RBI. So he's back in New Jersey, playing for Somerset. The 1-2. Shoots this one to center. Indy Chavez will make a more routine catch to retire Van Kirk. 1 out, bottom 6, tied at 1. Here comes Trayvon Robinson. 6 straight retired by DJ Mitchell. Mitchell has thrown 80 pitches through 5 1/3 innings. Robinson 1 for 2 with a stolen base. First pitch up and away, 1-0. Somerset stranded 6 base runners in this game after stranding 22 last night. It'll be a 1-0 here to Robinson. Look, he leads the team in home runs. Can give the Patriots the lead with 1 swing of the bat, low and in. Count 2-0. Robinson hitting .250 on the season, 7 homers, 25 RBI. I've been very impressed with his power numbers. This guy only hit 3 home runs all last year. He's more than doubled that this year. It's not even July 4th. Swing and a miss, count 2-1. He was swinging for home run number 8. But he really is a 5-tool guy. He's 28 years old. He's a switch hitter. Plays a good center field. He can hit for power. He can run. He can throw. He can steal. Can hit for average. He's a career .275 hitter, the 2-1. In for a called strike, count 2-2. Thought that pitch was a bit inside. Has to take a deep breath. Just a great night for baseball. Our suite levels are entirely full upstairs. The lower bowl is full of diehard Patriot fans. The 2-2. Breaking ball just outside. Count 3-2. So if Robinson gets on, he might try and steal another base. He's 10 for 13 in steals this year. Mitchell's retired 6 in a row. The former New York Yankee against the former Seattle Mariner. And Mitchell was in the Mariners organization because he was traded for Ichiro 4 years ago. The 3-2. Called strike 3, and Robinson throws his bat in frustration. Well, he was already ejected once in this homestand, and he's got to watch it here. And he'll stay in the game, was not ejected. It's always a precarious situation when you throw your bat in the middle of the inning. You know, if you strike out looking to end the inning and you fling your helmet or throw your bat, I'm not saying that's acceptable, but you're not going to get tossed for that. I think the problem with Trayvon earlier this series, he flung his bat right after a strikeout. It was only the second out of the inning. Steve Leonardo was the home plate umpire at the time. He didn't like that. And that's why he ejected Robinson. And he just flung his bat right there, but Justin Sims held put at home plate. Robinson did not talk back anymore. So here's Krall. He has the last Patriot hit. It was a triple with 1 out in the 4th, but he was stuck there. The 0-1. Breaking ball for a strike count, 0-2. 2 outs, no one on, tied at 1, bottom 6. That was the 5th strikeout for DJ Mitchell. The 0-2. Low and in, count 1-2. So frustration for Trayvon Robinson. And time is called by Mitchell. Wants to grab the rosin bag a little bit. Heavy perspiration on the palms tonight. It's a human evening. The 1-2 to Crawl. Has a homer on the season. The 1-2. Popped up down the right field line, foul. We'll do it again. Crawl has peaked at the AAA level with the Padres organization. It's just good to see Crawl in the lineup. You know, he had missed the last couple games with a sore right hand. Took a foul tip off his bare hand, his throwing hand. We'll see him catch sometime later this week. There's no rush to make him catch since Somerset carries 4 catchers. Inside, count 2-2. It was very important for both managers to get some length out of their starting pitchers, considering the fact last night's game went 15 innings and a total of 18 pitchers were used. The 3-2, and now Crawl calls time. And we've seen Oliver go 6 strong, and Mitchell's trying to match him here. The 2-2. Breaking ball, foul tipped at home plate. We'll do it again. Rubber match here from TD Bank Ballpark. Somerset trying to win the first half season series against Bridgeport. They're currently 5-4. These are the only 2 flagship franchises remaining in the Atlantic League. Bridgeport and Somerset both came in 1998, the league's first year of existence. Bridgeport's won 1 title, that was in '99. Somerset's won 6. The 2-2. Popped up foul side of third base, should stay in the field of play, and the third baseman makes a basket catch. Through 6, 2/3 of the way through this contest, the score is 1-1. To the 7th we go, right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
What's better than winning Dealer Rater's Dealer of the Year award? Winning it back-to-back. That's right. Flemington Car and Truck Country is New Jersey's Dealer Rater Dealer of the Year 2 years in a row. So thank you to our customers for putting us on top again. Visit DealerRater.com to read our reviews. Over 1 million satisfied customers can't be wrong. 17 brands, 6,000 vehicles in one location. Flemington Car and Truck Country family of dealerships.
Proud to be the better way to buy.
Ford is the proud sponsor of the Somerset Patriots. Ford sponsoring all Somerset Patriots games throughout the year. Visit them at tristateford.com. Make your child's birthday an all-star experience by booking a Somerset Patriots birthday party. Package options include reserved seats, a birthday barbecue, or take your party to the next level in our newly renovated birthday party suite. All packages include the birthday goodie bags, birthday child being on the field for a crowd rendition of Happy Birthday, their name on the scoreboard, and much, much more. Just call 908-252-0700. First pitch. Slap to deep right center field. Back goes Van Kirk. He makes the catch. One away. Angeles Nunez retired. Tied at 1 out, no one on. Top of the 7th inning. Oliver remains on the hill. So 93 pitches for Mitchell through 6 innings. And for Will Oliver, he's thrown 74 through 6 1/3. Oliver threw 94 5 days ago. I mean, this guy can throw over 100. Big, strong guy, 6'2", 190-pounder. Long set for Oliver. Kicks, fires. First pitch. Fastball away. Count 1-0. Here's Rosmel Perez. Top of the 7th, tied at 1. Only 4 hits for Bridgeport, just 5 hits for Somerset. The 1-0. In for a called strike. Count 1-1. Somerset's best chance came in the 4th inning. Men in the corners, 1 out. Came up empty. Bridgeport's best opportunity in the 6th. 2 on, 1 out. A 2 on, none out. And did not score. Fastball upstairs. Count 2-1. Oliver induced a big double play ball from Jose Cuevas. That's the pitcher's best friend. Be sure to stay tuned for the post-game show, Win or Lose, immediately after the final out. The 2-1. We'll give out some well-deserved thank yous. We'll put a bow on the first half and look ahead to the second half of the season where everybody starts 0-0, starting tomorrow night in Waldorf, Maryland. We'll have an early morning bus drive to Regency Furniture Stadium. The 2-2 to Perez. Fouled into the netting behind home plate. Congrats to York and Long Island on capturing playoff berths. We'll have to wait and see who the other 2 teams are. We'll find that out around mid-September. The 2-2. Breaking ball inside, count 3-2. Perez at 245 hitters, 1 for 4. But Perez hits 375 against Pat's pitching. The 3-2. Grounds this one through the right side for a base hit. Past arranging Ferris. 1 on, 1 out, tied at 1, top 7. Let's pause for 10 seconds. Station identification, the Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. Mike Lawrence doing a great job in our WCTC headquarters. I'm Justin Antwell. Glad to have Mark, Maria, and Ed as well on our SPN.TV side of things. Top 7, 1 out, 1 on. Score tied at 1. And here comes Adron Chambers. 0 for 1 with a walk. Chambers hitting 182 on the season. Runner in motion. It's a swing and a miss. Throw to second. Kearns nailed him. Nice throw by Mike Kearns. That was stellar. So one catcher throws at another catcher trying to steal. Great throw from Mike Kearns. Just his 2nd start of the season. Gunned down in plenty of time. And look, the hit and run was on. And that's when you need to make contact. And Adron Chambers could not make contact. And that set up the caught stealing. So 2 outs, no one on. Oliver operates from the windup. The 0-1. Breaking ball for a strike, count 0-2. Chambers in a hole here at 0-2. Last night the game took so long we actually had a 14th inning stretch. We could have the 7th inning stretch soon. Fouled behind home plate. Count 0-2. Yeah, last night's game took so long, we actually shot the fireworks off after the 11th inning. About a 22-minute delay. So we did not break a Sydney ordinance, and so we could also appease the fan base. But hey, everybody stuck around even after the fireworks to will the Patriots to an 8-7 walk-off victory in 15 as Eggleston was the hero with a ribby single up the gut. The 0-2. Grounded in the third base line. Kicks foul near the tarp area, which we've had to touch a few too many times this homestand. 2-strike clap picks up. Fans starting to make some noise. The 0-2 with 2 outs, tied at 1, top of the 7th. Oliver deals. Breaking ball just outside. Count 1-2. Pitch number 87 about to be thrown by Will Oliver. The 1-2. Lined over the outstretched glove of Eric Ferris into right center field for a base hit. A wide turnaround first. A banana turn for Chambers, but he holds right there. And how big was the caught stealing now? You could have been on the corners 1 out, as I'm sure Perez would have gone first to third on that socked hit to right. But instead, you have a runner on first with 2 outs. And here comes Anthony Giansanti, the number 9 hitter in the order. Giansanti barely hitting above the 200 line. 212 on the season, 3 homers, 14 RBI for the 5'10", 185-pounder. He's 27 years old. Throw over to check on Chambers. He gets back in time. This is a Bridgeport team that has struck out the fewest times in the Atlantic League, and they've hit the fewest home runs. So that tells me they put the ball in play. They go first to third a lot. And they're a gap-to-gap hitting team. Couple throwovers to check on Chambers. 2 outs, tied at 1, top of the 7th. Final game of the 7-game homestand. Final game of the first half. 18 and a half seasons of minor league baseball in the books for this organization. Inside, count 1-0, and Somerset will try and make the playoffs for the 13th time of their 19 years. And their 4th straight in the Brett Jody era. But it's going to take some good efforts in that second half. And this game's important in case a wild card comes into play. A wild card team is awarded if, let's say, you have a repeat half winner. Let's say York wins the Freedom Division second half, or Long Island wins the Liberty Division second half. Well, then, since those 2 teams already made the playoffs, the team with the next best record who hasn't made the playoffs yet would go to the playoffs. Next best overall record, I should say, not just second half record, low and away. Oliver kind of laboring here. Count 3-0. Somerset's trying to finish this first half with a 38-32 record. Every year in the Brett Jody era, this team has finished a half above 500. He produces some winning talent here. Brett's approaching his 300th career win soon. The 3-0 called a strike, count 3-1. Runner on first, 2 outs, tied at 1, top of the 7th here. Righty pitcher, righty hitter. This is the number 9 hitter in the order. You want to go after Giansanti here. Don't want to walk him. The 3-1 from Oliver. Ground ball up the middle, ranging behind the bag. It's Jones, and he can't get his glove down. It goes past him, trickles into shallow center field. That should be a base hit, and it is. 2 on, 2 out. Even if Jones does get his glove down and corrals that baseball, that would be a tough play. He could have maybe flipped it to second for the fielder's choice, but Chambers runs well. He might have beat the flip anyways. So 3 straight hits. Fortunately, one of them was caught stealing. So you have 2 on, 2 out. And here comes Luis Hernandez. He's 1 for 3. He scored the only Fish run. A 280 hitter from Venezuela. Former big leaguer with the Royals, Orioles, and Mets. Low and in, count 1-0. Nobody warming up in that Patriot bullpen. Oliver has thrown 93 pitches. He threw 94 5 days ago, the 1-0. Low and in, count 2-0. And Oliver is just struggling to repeat his mechanics here. Tied at 1, top 7, 2 on, 2 out. And Oliver wants to take a deep breath. Now he gets back on the hill. Oliver from Newport Beach, California, has brought his West Coast swag here to the East Coast. 2-0 count, 2 outs with 2 on. Tied at 1, top 7. Switch hitter bats from the left side, Hernandez. And he grounds this one through the right side for a base hit. Rodriguez is waving Chambers around. The throw from Van Kirk. It's cut off by Fields. It's a 2-out. Soft RBI single to right field. To plate Chambers from second. Hernandez gets a multi-hit game. And the Fish have their first lead of the evening at 2-1 here in the 7th. And going first to third was Giansanti. 4 straight hits off Oliver. So an RBI for Hernandez. And Dommel will have a mound visit here with Oliver. And there is some activity in the Somerset Patriots bullpen. Looks like Kyler Newby is warming up. The third-year Patriot Newby is warming up deep down the right field line. Now, Newby did not pitch in last night's game. So the fourth-year pitching coach, Corey Dommel, has some words with Oliver. Dommel's done a great job with the staffs the last 4 years. The Patriots pitching staff has actually issued the fewest walks in the Atlantic League. If you're going to play under Corey Dommel, you have to throw strikes. That's like his #1 goal. Dommel will be at the All-Star game with Brett Jody, with Fox Beyer, our volunteer coach. And Glenn Barker, the first-year hitting instructor, will be at that All-Star game as well. So Brett's rewarding his entire staff to go to the All-Star game. We'll find out the All-Star sometime this week. That'll be some good fodder to talk about. 2 outs, men on the corners, 2-1. Fish lead. Here's Indy Chavez, a .330 hitter. Swing and a miss. The runner from first takes off for second. He'll steal second without a throw. That's Hernandez. So now runners on second and third, 2 outs. 2-1 Fish lead, top of the 7th inning. This will probably be Oliver's last inning here. About to throw his 98th pitch. 62 strikes, 35 balls. The 0-2. Low and in, count 1-2. 4 straight hits for Bridgeport. They had 4 hits combined in the first 6 innings, but they have 4 hits in this 7th alone. The 1-2 with 2 outs with runners on second and third. Trying to minimize the damage is last year's postseason hero, Will Oliver. The 1-2. Ground ball, cue shot, hit too short. Picked up by Jones. Fires to first, ends the inning. Oliver strands 2, but the Fish break the tie. It's a 2-1 ball game. Fish lead. Get up and stretch your extremities. If you are enjoying our coverage on your couch at home, right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Attention New Jersey camps, it's time to start thinking about your summer schedule and field trips for your campers. The Somerset Patriots camp days have returned for the upcoming season. Head over to TD Bank Ballpark in Bridgewater to check out top-notch baseball for the best price in town. The 2016 camp dates are officially set for Wednesday, July 20th, Thursday, August 4th, and Tuesday, August 16th. The Patriots are welcoming camps with groups of all sizes to come out to the ballpark and enjoy America's favorite pastime. Each game begins at 11:05 a.m. and tickets start at just $8. There are also lunch options available for just $5. In addition, each camp in attendance will be welcomed with a public address announcement and a scoreboard announcement during the game. Camps can also take advantage of our on-field programs throughout the game based on availability. So book now to ensure memorable baseball-filled, fun-in-the-sun trips for your camp today. Give us a call at 908-252-0700 or visit SomersetPatriots.com to lock down your camp's perfect summer trip.
Somerset Patriots mobile app right now for free in the App Store. Search Somerset Patriots, get the schedule, roster, statistics, social feeds, videos, rewards, and much more. Download now and stay connected. Just download it in the Apple App Store or Google Play. At Super Guts, you'll enjoy a refreshing hot towel finish free of charge with every haircut. And you can save time by checking in online at supercuts.com or at the mobile app. Super Cuts, a cut above the rest. Getting their cuts in the bottom of the 7th inning. Fields, Kearns, and Jones. DJ Mitchell remains in the game. The visitors have a 2-1 lead in this rubber match. Capacity crowd on hand. We'll have a fireworks display after the game. We'll also have a jersey presentation with the auction winners on the field after the game as well. So the fireworks will probably take place after they hand out the jerseys. And we'll have a post-game show, so a lot going on. We had an autograph session before the game. DJ Mitchell, El Flaco, continues to warm up. Fields, Kearns, Jones. Fields 0 for 1 with a walk. Kearns 0 for 2. Jones 0 for 3. 2-1 Fish lead. The difference in this game, an RBI single by Luis Hernandez last half inning. So here comes Fields. Had the platinum sombrero last night. It was just the 4th time ever in Somerset Patriot history a player struck out 5 times in a game. Fields has done it twice this year. Fields, 229 hitter, 5 homers, 29 RBI. Big righty, hitting 8th in the order. Lines one foul behind home plate. Count 0-1. Fields just a gentle giant. You love to be around this guy, and you just hate to see him kind of grind things out this year. Baseball came so easy to him last year. Obviously, he was working on his craft rigorously last year. But from the average fan's perspective, you would just watch Matt Fields do so well. But it's been an uphill battle throughout 2016 for this fine young man. Swing and a miss, count 0-2. He's had a hard time laying off sliders down the way, and he's had a difficult time catching up to fastballs. His last home run was June 11th. It's currently July 3rd. The 0-2. Low and away. 1-2 count, nobody out, nobody on. Somerset down to their final 9 outs. 2-1 Fish lead. Bottom 7. The 1-2. 57-foot splitter in the dirt. Count 2-2. Fields has been working really hard with Glenn Barker before and after games. The 2-2. Swing and a miss, chased a slider low and away, strike 3. Here's Mike Kearns. I think it'd be wise for Kearns to take a pitch right here. Kearns 0 for 2, and he swung at the first pitch twice. Kearns 3 for 9 in the season. This is his 5th game and 2nd start. First pitch from Mitchell. Kearns takes a pitch. Called a strike, count 0-1. Kearns, a former Camden River Shark player. There are 3 former River Sharks on this team. The 0-1. Swing and a miss, 0-2. Guzman, Kearns, and Van Kirk. All former Sharks who've come from South Jersey to Central Jersey. They're on the good side of the Turnpike Cup. The 0-2. Fastball high, 1-2. With Camden no longer in existence, as Camden turned into New Britain, I do miss the Turnpike series. Just Somerset would just dominate that series. And it was fun to beat up on their little brother. The 1-2. Fastball away, count 2-2. Kearns played in 31 games last year for Camden. He's kind of taking a reserve role with the Patriots this year. The 2-2. Low and away, count 3-2. Kearns is a very healthy eater. He eats some organic foods. Drinks a lot of protein shakes. And diet is really important. Earlier this homestand, we talked with a representative from the Healthy Horizons food stand here at the ballpark. And Kearns is on a strict diet. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Chased a fastball, borderline pitch, probably a ball if he doesn't swing. Maybe too close to take, so that's why he swung. And we have back-to-back strikeouts here in the 7th, with the Fish leading 2-1. Nobody on base. And here's Michael Jones, 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts. Well, happy 4th of July weekend to all. Great time to spend with family, hang out with friends, relax a little bit. Most people will be off tomorrow. But Somerset's in the midst of playing 30 games in 30 days. From June 11th to July 10th. In for a called strike, 0-1. But that stretch is nearing just one more week. 3 with Southern Maryland, 4 with Lancaster, then 4 days off for everybody not going to the All-Star game. The 0-1. Bunted in the third base line, rolls foul. Outside of third. Count 0-2. So the All-Star break will be a good time for everybody to recharge the batteries a little bit. Reflect on the first half, look ahead to the second half. But you don't want to limp into the All-Star break. Look, these 7 games starting tomorrow are very important. You want to get off to a fast start in the second stanza. Mitchell's trying to strike out the side here in the 7th. The 0-2 with 2 outs, no one on. Fish lead 2-1. DJ from the windup, and now he steps out. The catalyst Michael Jones, who's tied for the league lead in steals with Scott Kelly. If he gets aboard, he could run. The 0-2 low and in. Count 1-2. Hey, Mitchell's been fantastic. I mean, to think that this guy led the Atlantic leagues in walks issued 2 years ago. To see where he's come now, pretty impressive. 7 Ks, 2 walks, 6 2/3 innings, 5 hits, 1 run. It was unearned. The 1-2, fly ball, left field. Catch is made by Chambers, inning over. Through 7, the Fish have a 2-1 lead. We're going to the 8th here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
From live sports and event streaming to creative and compelling commercial production, utilizing cutting-edge technology invented and refined over the past decade, Broadcast Venue specializes in guiding New Jersey through the digital age. Our customized, state-of-the-art mobile broadcasting unit allows for a versatile, uninterrupted broadcast to coincide with a crisp, clear picture that can be viewed on your phone, tablet, or computer. Broadcast Venue, the official broadcast provider of the Somerset Patriots.
Check your mailbox. You could find money in it. Money Mailer could be in your mailbox right now. You will find great offers from local area businesses you know and trust, including the Somerset Patriots. You can also find all of these offers and many more at moneymailer.com or on our new convenient Money Mailer app for Android and iPhone users. So start saving money now and look for your Money Mailer envelope, which might be in your mailbox today.
From software developers to project managers, Spearhead Staffing can provide a customized recruiting approach for your company's needs. So visit them at spearheadstaffing.com. SomersetPatriots.com. The Somerset County Education Association supports the outstanding public school employees that make your child's education possible. Fans are singing some Bon Jovi tunes here. Bon Jovi, of course, a New Jersey guy. We're in the top of the 8th, and Will Oliver cannot get the win. Hopefully he'll get a no decision. He leaves 8 hits, 2 runs allowed for Will Oliver in 7 innings of work. He struck out 1, walked 2. Gave up 2 runs. And the new pitcher's Kyler Newby, 6'4", 225-pound righty from Mesa, Arizona. In his 3rd straight year with the Patriots, he's 31 years old. Numbers for Newby on the season. 0-1 record, 4.22 ERA in 21 games. But here's what I love about Newby. His slider's his best pitch. We just saw it, swung out and missed. Newby has struck out 26. He's only walked 4 as a reliever. That's what you want to see. 2-1 Fish lead, top 8. Nobody out, nobody on. Foul behind home plate, 0-2. The bullpen last night for Somerset, they were fantastic. 8 innings, 10 strikeouts, no walks, 3 hits, 1 run from the bullpen last night. They were great. And Bryce Morrow earned the win in his Somerset debut. Low and away, count 1-2. Due up here for the Bluefish, it's Nunez, Cuevas, and Galvez. Ryan Reed has been stellar in that Patriot bullpen, signing some autographs that are worth a lot of money down the right field line. Looper into shallow center for a base hit. I mean, just flinging his bat and getting a knock. Shallow center is Nunez. Bridgeport, 5 hits the last inning plus. They had 4 hits the first 6 innings. And Nunez is 3 for 3. He did not even start this game. So it looks like Ryan Reed has made some friends down there. This really is affordable family fun. You get a lawn seating area ticket, and you just get to hang out in the bullpen. You could even stand in the bullpen if you want. See, in what other league or what other team could you actually talk to a player during the game? And if you're watching on SPN.TV, Ryan Reed is having a nice conversation with a set of twins and their father. 2-1 here. You can't do that in the big leagues. Foul tipped at home plate. No, I got to go back to work, Ryan's saying. And Reed really has been fantastic. On a serious note here, Ryan Reed this year, 11 appearances, 11 1/3 innings, no earned runs allowed. He's not even 6 feet tall. He's awesome, though. He can throw in the mid-90s. Runner on first, nobody out. 0-2 count here to Jose Cuevas. He was the losing pitcher last night in the 15-inning loss. The 0-2's grounded to short. Should be 2. 6, 4, 3. Double play. Nice job. That is the second double play that Cuevas has banged into tonight. It's pitcher's best friend. 2 outs, top 8. 2-1 Fish lead. Nobody on base. Here comes Galvez. Galvez 0 for 3. Somerset should see Evan Meek come back really soon. Meek's been battling a sore hamstring. And that'll even strengthen the bullpen more. Breaking ball. Oh, I'm not sure where that missed. Guess it was high. Count 1-0. 2-1 top 8 Fish lead. The difference in this game, an RBI single by Hernandez in the 7th. Kyler Newby, a former big leaguer with the Diamondbacks. Spun to center and deep. Trayvon takes 10 steps back glides and makes the grab. Bottom 8 coming up. 2, 3, 4 in the order. Due up for Somerset. They trail by a run here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Welcome to the brand new Somerset Patriots app. What is an app? Everything Somerset Patriots, all at your fingertips. The Patriots My Rewards program. Download this free app today at the Apple Store or Google Play. I might not know what an app is, but this one is really fun.
Your wrist bone's connected to your X-ray. Your X-ray's connected to your orthopedist. Your orthopedist is connected to the OR. The OR's connected to your blood work.
With RWJ Health Connect, your secure electronic medical records are connected to your hospitals, doctors, and to the Robert Wood Johnson Health System.
And RWJ's connected to you. Register online for RWJ Health Connect. Better access for better health.
Back at it here from TD Bank Ballpark. Ford is the proud sponsor of the Somerset Patriots. You can visit them and go further at tristateford.com. Get the guys from Ideacom on your team by calling them at 973-857-4440. That's one call. It'll save you money. 2-1 Fish lead, bottom of the 8th. Here comes Vinny Zerillo. Zerillo, Ferris, Vidal due up. 2, 3, 4 in the order. DJ Mitchell done. DJ Mitchell allowed 5 hits and 1 run in 7 innings of work. Struck out 7, walked 2. Got a new pitcher in the game for the Bluefish. I'll tell you who it is in a moment. First pitch low and in, count 1-0. It's Paul Demney, 6'2", 200-pound rider from East Bernard, Texas. Began the year in Double-A Bowie in the Orioles system. Demney's numbers on the season: 2-1, 14 games, 1.39 ERA. So they're going to go Demney for the 8th and Jose Veras for the 9th. That's the Fish formula. Veras is their closer. 2-0 count here to Zerillo. I think you got to take a strike here. Long set. Low and in, count 3-0. Well, Vinny Zerillo can take a nap at home plate. There's no way he's swinging here. The 3-0. Bell tie strike, count 3-1. Zerillo looking for his second career 3-hit game. He went to Rutgers University. He's wearing a red uniform, so he's kind of reminiscing about his days as the captain of the Rutgers baseball team in Piscataway. And he works a walk. Great walk by Zerillo. Here comes Ferris. I think you either got to send Zerillo here, put the hit and run on, or sack. I don't think you can sack bunt, because then Vidal would be walked. So I think I would just put the hit and run on, try and go first to third here. First pitch. In for a called strike, 0-1. Ferris took all the way. If Zerillo gets to second and first base becomes unoccupied, I think they would intentionally walk Vidal to face Van Kirk. Fastball up and in, 1-1. And Demney's struggling to find the zone here. Bridgeport used 5 position players as pitchers last night. Demney is a real pitcher. The 1-1. Check swing, did he go? I don't think he did. They want to appeal, and Martinez says he did not go. That's the first base up. The 2-1 here to Ferris. Runner in motion. It's a fastball away. Throw to second, not in time, and it sails into center field, and Zerillo will dart for third on the error by Rosmel Perez. Sixth steal of the year by Zerillo, and the third error of the game by Bridgeport. So Somerset's in business here. They can get a run without the benefit of a hit. Runner on third, nobody out. 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up. You have to get this man in from third. You have to. 3-1 is the count. Infield in, 2-1 Fish lead bottom 8. Fastball inside and Ferris walks. And here's a chance for Vidal to be the hero. And Louis Rodriguez will have a mound visit here with Paul Demney. So maybe Somerset was thinking, oh, finally DJ Mitchell's out of this game. We have a chance. Men on the corners, nobody out. 2-1 Fish lead, bottom of the 8th inning. David Vidal, this homestand, has been terrific. 7 for 23, 3 homers and 6 RBI. On the season, he's hitting .330 with 6 homers and 12 RBI. The Patriots this season, when trailing after 7 innings, were just 2-21. They were down 2-1 after 7. Oliver stands to be the tough luck loser. He pitched really, really well. Runner on third, runner on first, nobody out bottom 8. Somerset down a run. A sac fly ties it. Of David's last 9 hits, 7 of them have been for extra bases. An extra base hit gives Somerset the lead. Ferris can run from first very well. Tying run 90 feet away. Go ahead run 270 feet away. And the throw over to check on the trail runner Ferris. Dives into first base in time. As Vidal awaits the first pitch from Demney. Righty pitcher, righty hitter. Demney with a sub-2 ERA. But he's in a jam. Facing the cleanup hitter, Vidal. First pitch. Swing and a miss late on the fastball. 95 miles per hour. Count 0-1. Rubber match with a capacity crowd on hand. The 0-1 from Demney. Ferris in motion. It's a fastball away, and he steals second without a throw. Not a clean catch made by Perez. That takes away the double play threat. And you've got the go-ahead run 180 feet away, so a base hit could give Somerset the lead. And with first base open, do you intentionally walk David Vidal here? This might be one of those unintentional, intentional walks and challenge Brian Van Kirk, who's making his Somerset debut in the on-deck circle. I'd be surprised if Vidal gets a pitch to hit the rest of this sequence. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. They're going after him. Count 1-2. Wow, 94 miles per hour. And Vidal needs to take a deep breath. His mind is going 100 miles per hour in a 65 mile per hour zone. Runners on second and third, nobody out. 2-1 Fish lead bottom 8. Demney showing some guts to go after the most clutch Patriot. The 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Just blew 3 fastballs by Vidal. 95, 94, then 96 miles per hour. One away. And the stage is set for Brian Van Kirk to be a hero in his Somerset debut. A base hit gives the Patriots the lead. Van Kirk 0 for 3, 2 flyouts to center and a strikeout. And they're going to intentionally walk Brian Van Kirk. They want the double play. Interesting. You go after Vidal, you intentionally walk Van Kirk to pitch to Robinson. I thought if you're going to intentionally walk somebody, it would have been Vidal. So Brian Van Kirk comes to the Atlantic League. He's like, man, this league is pretty easy. It's my first day on the job. I'm getting intentionally walked. They have a lot of respect for me. Base is loaded, 1 out. Here's Trayvon. First pitch strike, knee high, count 0-1. Robinson, a .250 hitter, 7 homers, 25 RBI. The corners play in, the middle infielders play back. A sac fly ties it, but a double play ends the frame. The 0-1. Low and in, count 1-1. And when you intentionally walk Van Kirk, there's nowhere to put Trayvon Robinson now. So that forces Demney to throw strikes. Bases loaded, 1 out. Zerillo on third, he walked. Ferris on second, he walked. Van Kirk on first, he was intentionally walked, and Vidal struck out. Contact has not been made this inning, yet the Somerset Patriots are threatening. Even the out, no contact was made because of the strikeout. The 1-1 here from Demney. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter. Swing and a miss at a high fastball. Count 1-2. That was 95 miles per hour from Demney, who was in Double-A with the Orioles earlier this season. Somerset has struggled in these slots, situational hitting. They stranded a franchise record 22 base runners last night. They've already stranded 6 in this game. The 1-2. Ground ball to short, should be 2. 6-3 double play. Wow. Second and third, nobody out. Bases loaded, 1 out, and the Pats don't score. We go to the 9th. The Fish cling to a 2-1 lead right here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com. Opponents hitting .244 against him. McBride was the losing pitcher on Friday night when he surrendered the go-ahead home run to Jonathan Galvez. Nina Perez Chambers due up. Somerset has stranded 9 base runners in this game. They stranded 22 last night. First pitch up and away, 1-0. Second and third, nobody out, bases loaded, 1 out. Middle of the order coming up, and they did not score. I mean, a great managerial job by Luis Rodriguez. He knew who he wanted to attack. He knew who he wanted to intentional walk. He proved everybody at this ballpark wrong. Fly ball into right field. Van Kirk makes the catch, 1 away. I mean, if you had Vinny Zerillo getting an intentional walk last night and Brian Van Kirk getting an intentional walk in his Somerset debut tonight, you can see the future because nobody saw that coming. So 1 away, top 9. Here's Rosmel Perez. He's 2 for 3. All right, Somerset will look for their second straight walk-off win, their 5th walk-off win of the season. They'll look for their 20th come-from-behind win of the season. When we get to the bottom of the 9th inning, they'll send up Krall, Fields, and Kearns. Now, they do have Eggleston and LaHare available to pinch hit if need be. Jose Veras, the Fish closer, former New York Yankee and Houston Astros, warming up. One 0 count, 1 out, no one on. Perez, 250 hitter, pulls this one to second. Shin high hop for Ferris. Light toss to first. There's 2 away. Win or lose, stay tuned for the post-game show. Down in the field, we'll have a jersey exchange, an autograph session, and a photo opportunity with the winners from the Operation Shoebox auction to get these beautiful sparkling red uniforms. Then after that jersey exchange, we'll have a fireworks display. We're celebrating July 4th on July 3rd since Somerset will be on the road tomorrow night. I'm pretty sure Southern Maryland will still have fireworks tomorrow night. Actually, it's 100% true. So the Patriots will get to experience 3 straight nights of fireworks. That's pretty cool. In for a called strike, count 0-1. Chambers scored the go-ahead run. It was an RBI single by Hernandez with 2 outs in the 7th off Will Oliver. The 1-1. Sky to left. The Rutgers product Zerillo makes the catch to end the inning. We go to the bottom of the 9th. Somerset looking for their second straight walk-off. Lower third of the order due up. Drama unfolds here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC and WCTCAM.com.
Okay, class, as you know, today is career day, and we have a very special guest in.
Full inventory of new Ford cars and trucks online at Fullerton.com.
Wet wipe.
If your child is facing a special health challenge, from chronic illness or autism to spinal cord injuries or developmental delays, it can feel like a long road ahead. But Children's Specialized Hospital is with you for every step, with the nation's most advanced care in multiple locations. And we bring your whole family by our side, adding your expertise to ours, because working together, we can bring children further than you've ever imagined.
Children's Specialized Hospital.
Two-1 Fish lead, bottom of the 9th inning here from TD Bank Ballpark. Final game of this 7-game homestand, final game of the first half. The Somerset's looking for their second straight walk-off win. Krall, Fields, Kearns due up, lefty switch hitter righty, and The pitcher for Bridgeport's their closer, Jose Veras, 6'6", 240-pound righty, 35 years old, from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. He's a former big leaguer from 2006 through 2014 with the Yankees, Pirates, Astros, Brewers, and Marlins. Numbers for Jose Veras on the season: 5 games, no record, no ERA, 4 scoreless innings, struck out 2, walked 2. Opponents hitting 183 against him. He's allowed 1 hit to the 15 batters he's faced. He pitched in 79 games in 2011 for the Pirates. He used to be the setup man for David Robertson and Mariano Rivera. Krall has tripled. Somerset had real good opportunities twice in this game, in the 4th and in the 8th. First pitch called a strike, 0-1. In the 4th, they had men on the corners, 1 out, did not score. In the 8th, they had 2nd and 3rd, nobody out, and bases loaded, 1 out, and did not score. The 0-1 to Krall, nobody out, nobody on, bottom 9. 250 hitter. First pitch was a strike. Next pitch a ball. Count 1-1. The Somerset Patriots are 1-24 this season when trailing after 8 innings. That one win, it came last night when they scored 3 in the 9th to tie the game at 7, ultimately win it 8-7 and 15. The 1-1. Change up flutters too high. Count 2-1. Veras did not pitch last night. The Fish used 12 pitchers. He was not one of them. As the road team in extra innings, they were waiting for a save situation to use Veras. Well, it never occurred. He did get the final 3 outs Friday in a non-save situation to seal the 8-4 win. If Somerset loses this game, it would be their 4th straight series loss. They lost 2 of 3 to New Britain, 3 of 4 in Texas, 3 of 4 here at home to New Britain, and they would have lost this rubber match to Bridgeport. But the good news is, no matter the result tonight, everybody has a clean slate starting tomorrow, as it's the dawn of the second half. Poked into the netting behind home plate. Count 2-2. Base is empty. Outfield's playing pretty deep. The corner infielders are tugging the line. You want to play no doubles defense here. You can give up a single, but a double puts the tying run in scoring position. There's a big hole on the left side of the infield. The 2-2, curveball just outside. Count 3-2. Veras is known for his heavy hook. Scott Kelly is available to pinch run on the bench. He'd probably pinch run for Krall if Krall gets aboard. Payoff pitch coming from Veras. Righty pitcher, lefty hitter to start the home half of the 9th. The 3-2. Dribbled foul into the Patriots dugout. Down the first base line. We'll do it again. Happy 4th of July weekend to all. Somerset looking for their 5th walk-off win of the season and their 20th come-from-behind victory of the year. Trying to end the first half with a 38-32 record. Fish currently stand at 30-39. The 3-2 to Krall. The payoff pitch. Another foul ball behind home plate. Do it again. Somerset had a 1-0 lead after 1 inning. They scored on an unearned run. The second baseman dropped the ball and a fielder's choice put out at second. Zerillo raced around third to score. Bridgeport tied the game in the 4th inning on an RBI fielder's choice by Cuevas. Took the lead in the 7th off Oliver on a 2-out RBI single, softly hit through the right side by Hernandez. The 3-2 to Krall. Dribbles it foul. 4 straight foul balls here by Krall. Really making Veras work. Let's pause for 10-second station identification on the Somerset Patriots Baseball Radio Network. The 10th pitch of the at-bat about to occur. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out, nobody on, bottom of the 9th. Patriots down a run. The 3-2. Low and in, and Krall walks. Veras just missed, clipping the corner. I think Kelly's got to pinch run for Krall here. Here comes Fields. Oh, they're going to keep Krall on first. And Krall did have a triple today. I know he's a catcher. He can run well for a catcher, but Kelly leads the league in steals. And you have him on the bench. Unless you just don't want to use Krall's bat. Lose Krall's bat. Interesting. Here's Fields. Swing and a miss. Count 0-1. 6'6" pitcher versus 6'5" hitter. The last time Matt Fields hit a home run, it was a walk-off home run against the Bridgeport Bluefish on June 11th. If he hits a home run here, it would be a walk-off home run against the Bridgeport Bluefish. Winning run of the plate. The 0-1. Leinert on the third baseline foul. Count 0-2. So they keep Kelly on the bench. Interesting. Brian LaHare is on deck. He would pinch hit for Mike Kearns. 0-2 count, runner on first, nobody out. Fans getting into it here. Matt Fields looking for his second walk-off home run of the season. The 0-2, and they throw over and check on Krall. Krall scurries back in time. A deep breath for Matt Fields. A .228 hitter with 5 homers and 29 RBI. Hasn't homered in 3 weeks. Another throw over to check on Krall. Fields leads the Atlantic League in strikeouts with 86. He's 0 for 1 with a walk this evening, and behind the 8 ball, 0-2. Righty pitcher, righty hitter. Somerset trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Here on this July 4th weekend. Over 7,000 on hand once again. The 0-2. Curveball drops in, called strike 3. Beautiful hook from Veras. Vintage Veras. He's known for his heavy hook, and he dropped the 12-6 breaking ball to buckle the knees of Matt Fields. 1 on, 1 out. And here comes Brian LaHare. Brian LaHare will pinch hit for Mike Kearns. So Kearns, making just his second start of the year, went 0 for 3. Ground out, infield pop-up, strikeout. And Brian LaHare comes to the plate. LaHare leads the team in RBI with 37, tied for second in home runs with 6, with a .257 average. He's 0 for 11 in the series, though, and 0 for his last 13. But all can change with one swing of the bat. So they want the veteran to face the veteran. This is a National League Central rivalry renewed when Veras was in the Pirates and LaHare was in the Cubs. 1 on, 1 out. A double play ends this game. A home run ends this game, too. First pitch. Fastball. In for a called strike. Count 0-1. LaHare's looking for his first home run in 18 days. 2-1, Fish lead, bottom 9. 1 on, 1 out. The 0-1 to the big lefty. Long set for Veras. Fires. Fastball swung on and missed. Blew it by him. Count balloons 0-2. LaHare went 0 for 5 Friday, 0 for 6 Saturday, getting a pinch hit opportunity here in the ninth. He represents the winning run. Former MLB All-Star with the Cubs 4 years ago. The 0-2 from Veras with Crawl on first. Lined into the netting behind home plate. Count 0-2. All can change with one swing of the bat. Top of the order looms. Starting with Mike Jones, who scored the game-winning run in the 15th inning last night. We're at the 3-hour threshold here on SPN.TV and 1450 WCTC. I'm Justin Antwell, live from the Fullerton.com press box. 70th game of our marathon 140-game season, and we have some drama. Another throw over to check on Crawl. Veras very preoccupied with a catcher over at first base. I do understand that Somerset is a very aggressive team. They have 100 stolen bases this season, 32 more than any other club, but you got a catcher running at first. The 0-2. Breaking ball away, count 1-2. Veras has already thrown 17 pitches in this inning. Only one out has been recorded. Crawl worked a 10-pitch walk. 1-2 count. Crawl walked, Field struck out looking. LaHare's now pinch hitting for Kearns. Bottom 9, Fish lead 2-1 in this rubber match. Deep breath from Veras. Fires. Ground ball through the right side for a base hit. Crawl's going to try and go first to third, but he'll stop at second right there. He took a wide turnaround second, but he held the trigger. 2 on, 1 out. Here comes Michael Jones. So Brian LaHare gets his first hit of the series. That was a timely one. 2 on, 1 out. 2-1 Fish lead. And now Perez and Veras want to go through the secondary signs. Jones to the plate. Jones 0 for 4. And Scott Kelly will pinch run for LaHare. So Brett emptying out his bench. Kelly pinch runs for LaHare. Somerset needs 1 to tie, 2 to win. 2 on, 1 out. 2-1 Fish lead, bottom of the 9th inning. Michael Jones the batter. Jones a .267 hitter with 3 homers and 33 RBI. He has the second most RBI on the team. Righty pitcher, righty hitter. Jones homered last night in the 9th. In for a called strike, 0-1. Somerset was down 7-4, bottom 9 last night. He hit a leadoff home run. Eggleston would double. Ferris RBI single. Vidal RBI double. Boom, we were tied. Then the bench is empty. Then we had a fireworks delay after the 11th, and the Patriots won it in the 15th. The 0-1. Game took 5 hours and 15 minutes. Little dribbler foul behind home plate, count 0-2. So Veras works ahead in the count. Somerset heads to Southern Maryland tomorrow to kick off the second half of play. They'll see the Bluefish a little bit later this month, right here at TD Bank Ballpark. The 0-2 with 1 out and 2 on. 2-1 Patriots trail, bottom 9. Jones at the plate. The 0-2. Fastball just off the plate. Awfully close pitch to take if you're Michael Jones. Borderline pitch goes the Patriots' way. 93 miles per hour. Just missed the black part of the plate in the outside corner to the right-hander. Count 1-2. Crawl on second, Kelly on first. A base hit to the outfield. Glenn Barker's tearing his rotator cuff off to send Crawl home. Got to put pressure on this Fish defense that's committed 5 errors in the last 2 games. The 1-2. Breaking ball, called strike 3. Jones was anticipating a fastball. He got the hook from Varys. I mean, to me, when you face Varys, you have to think backwards. You have to anticipate the breaking ball and react to the fastball because his bread and butter is his hook. He spent 8 years in the big leagues throwing a hook, pitching in meaningful situations. So a walk, a strikeout, a single, a strikeout, and it's up to Vinny Zerillo. The Rutgers product, throwing it back to his old school Rutgers days, wearing the red uniform here on Operation Shoebox Night. 2 on, 1 out. Long set from Varys. The pitch. Low and in, count 1-0. Vinny has 2 singles, a flyout, and a walk. He has stolen a base as well. That stolen base was the 100th by the Patriots this season in 70 games. Bluefish 1 out away from winning this rubber match. We're putting a bow on the first half of the season. The 1-0. Loop down the left field line, foul. 1-1 count. Oliver would be the tough luck loser. Mitchell would be the winning pitcher. Varys for Bridgeport is looking for a second save. Varys began the year in AAA in Fresno, California in the Astros organization. Tying run on second, winning run on first. The 1-1 to Zerillo. Hit deep to left field. Back goes Chambers. Warning track wall. That ball is gone! It's a walk-off 3-run home run opposite field for Vinny Zerillo. And the Somerset Patriots win 4-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. The first career home run for Vinny Zerillo, and he's mobbed at home plate. First career homer for the Rutgers product, the New Jersey kid, and the Patriots win 4-2 here in the bottom of the 9th. Wow! Opposite field, 3-run homer by Zerillo. And the umpires are meeting. It's a home run. And the Bluefish are arguing with all the umpires down the third base line. Somerset wins it on a walk-off home run by Vinny Zerillo, his first career home run. That could not come at a better time. Wow. And the Fish are absolutely arguing. Wow. The bench exploded for Bridgeport. And Somerset wins it by a final of 4-2 on the walk-off home run by Vinny Zerillo. We'll get Zerillo up here to talk about that walk-off shot. Wow, he just hooked it fair down the third base line. That ball kept carrying, and out of here. Awesome job by Vinny Zerillo. 36th game of the season for Vinny Zerillo. And last year, Vinny Zerillo played in 29 games. So, 75 games for Vinny Zerillo, and he hits his first career home run. And the Bluefish are out to argue with the umpires on the third base line. Now the umpires met, and the ruling on the field stand. Now the umpires are. I have no idea what's going on here. I mean, how can they overturn this? The umpires met, and they even said the call on the field stands, and the fans are now on the field getting their jerseys. The Patriots are quickly trying to end this game. Just more chaos. This is like a microcosm of this hectic homestand. We don't have replay here on SPN.TV. Look, it's hard to tell. The signs out there are white. The baseball is white. The 317 sign is white. It's very tough to see if that was fair or foul. I guess tie goes to the hitter, and if it's close enough, give it to Zerillo. And it's a walk-off 3-run home run. The lefty hits it on the left field line, and the Patriots win by a final of 4-2. All right. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we will get Vinny Zerillo. We will have a audio highlight for you. We'll have that home run call. And whoa. We've got some pushing and shoving, and the security needs to escort the umpires back to. They've got the police out there. And the police are escorting the umpires back to their locker room. Wow. They're bringing out the cops. 4-2 Patriots win. Zerillo walk-off. Vinny Z joins me next. Patriots win 4-2 on the New Talk Radio 1450 WCTC and SPN.TV. Wow.
Dedicate all of my worldly goods to give without self-pity. Allegiance, my love and my devotion. To the flag, our standard, oh glory. A symbol of freedom. Wherever she waves, there's respect. Because your loyalty has given her a dignity that shouts freedom is everybody's job. United. That means that we have all come together. States. Individual communities that have united into 48 great states. 48 individual communities with pride and dignity and purpose. All divided with imaginary boundaries, yet united to a common purpose. And that's love for country. And to the Republic. A state in which sovereign power is invested in representatives chosen by the people to govern. And government is the people.
Cool.
And it's from the people to the leaders, not from the leaders to the people, for which it stands. One nation.
Yeah, it might be a while because they have to wait for these jersey auction thing to do.
Indivisible, incapable of being divided, with liberty, which is freedom, the right of power to live one's own life without threats, fear, or some sort of retaliation. And justice, the principle or qualities of dealing fairly with others. For all, which means, boys and girls, it's as much your country as it is mine. And now, boys and girls, let me hear you.
This year, he never hit a home run, hits an opposite field 3-run home run, just hooked fair down the third base line. It was initially ruled a home run. The umpires met. The ruling stand. The Bridgeport Bluefish dugout argued. By my naked eye, it might have been a foul ball, but nonetheless, it was ruled a 3-run home run, and we are going to run through this game. There's a fireworks show going on right now. Then the players have to drop off their jerseys to the bid winner. So we're going to do a little bit different here in the post-game show. We're going to do the highlights first, thank yous first, and we'll conclude the post-game show with an interview. So let's run through this game. You know, both teams were playing with a lot of pride and trying to boost their overall record. There were no playoff implications in the line. York had clinched the Freedom Division on Thursday. Long Island wrapped up the first half Liberty Division title last night with a 6-1 win over Sugar Land. And both teams were exhausted. Last night's game was 5 hours, 15 minutes. And we played 15 innings, 18 different pitchers were used. So it was imperative that both starting pitchers go deep in the game, and they sure did. Each went 7 innings. Somerset was able to draw first blood in the bottom of the first inning as they took advantage of an error committed by Luis Rodriguez, the second baseman. He dropped the ball at second. That led to Vinny Zarillo rounding third and scoring. So Somerset took a 1-0 lead. And Will Oliver retired the first 9 batters he faced, 9 up, 9 down on just 22 pitches. The only 2 runs that Oliver would give up, he gave up a run in the 4th inning on an RBI fielder's choice to Jose Cuevas, his team leading 42nd RBI of the season. And in the 7th inning, he gave up a 2-out RBI single to Luis Hernandez. So the Fish had a 2-1 lead in the 7th. But the story for Somerset was just a bunch of missed opportunities. Oh, and Vinny's actually going to join me right now. And perfect timing for Vinny Zarillo to join me right now. Let me get the headset here. Vinny, congratulations. Let me untangle this here. 1 second. The chair's kind of tangled up the headset. Awesome moment. You see it down there? Awesome. Hey, Vinny, we're on TV. Thanks for joining me really quickly. All right, anyways. All right, I want you to hear the home run call. First off, man, we're on TV today. Congratulations, man. That was awesome. Your first career home run. How'd it feel, Vinny?
Thank you. I mean, it kind of doesn't feel real right now. I didn't see the umpire's signaling until I rounded, I think, second base, so I couldn't really enjoy it until I was rounding third because I didn't know if it was fair or foul. But you know, it's a great feeling. I'm glad I could help get the win tonight.
All right, let's hear how this home run. First off, let's recap this 9th inning. You're down 2-1 heading into the bottom of the 9th inning. Krall works a great at bat, a 10-pitch walk, and then Field strikes out. Hare pinch hits for Kearns, dribbles a single through the right side. Jones strikes out. The Patriots are into their final out, and they got the Rutgers product to the plate, Vinny Zarillo. That was awesome, man. Congratulations again. When was the last time you hit a home run, Vinny?
I think I had 2 my senior year at Rutgers.
So your senior year at Rutgers. It had been nearly 2 years. Do you even hit home runs in batting practice?
I get them out every once in a while. You know, I like to think of myself more of a line drives guy.
Sure.
But, you know, it's nice when you catch one and it goes over the fence.
What's your approach when the team's down to its final out as the fireworks are going off here?
Well, Krall put together a great at bat, and then same with Brian coming off the bench, getting that key base hit. Honestly, I was trying to just get a good pitch to hit, try to keep the game going, get it to the next guy. But, you know, I got a good piece of that one and ended up going over the fence.
What did he throw you?
That was a fastball.
He threw you a fastball. Yep. And when he throws that hard, you just got to put your barrel out there, right?
Exactly. You know, just try to make good contact, and he supplied the power. So, you know, I'm fortunate enough for it to go over the fence.
You probably grew up watching Jose Veras, right?
I've heard the name before. I remember a couple of the guys talking about it the first night he pitched. Said he was in the bigs for a while, so that's pretty cool.
Was your family here on 4th of July weekend?
I had my girlfriend and her parents.
Oh, very exciting.
And then a buddy of mine who I played travel high school baseball with, and his dad, so had some people in the stands.
Had you ever hit a walk-off home run before, Vinny? Any level?
I'm trying to think. I don't think I've ever had a walk-off hit in general.
Not even a hit?
I mean, maybe back when I was real young, but nothing I can recall from recently. So it's a good feeling.
What's that feeling like? Describe it for me. That bunny hop at home when you're bouncing up and down the home plate. You got a bunch of 6-foot giants jumping on you, and you play with so much heart and passion.
Yeah, I mean, I got lost in the mix there somewhere. A bunch of big guys jumping on me, and got drenched with the water. Had to throw the flip-flops on the way up here. So I mean, it was just a great feeling. you know, everybody getting excited at home plate. So, you know, really just trying to take it in.
And you were wearing that red jersey, kind of throwing back to your Rutgers days.
Yeah.
Did you think about that at all, playing back in college?
Definitely. I was like, I'm back in the Scarlet tonight. You know, something I'm used to. So it was pretty cool. I like those jerseys a lot, too.
A couple more for Vinny Zarrillo. First career home run, his 65th career professional game. Bangs a 3-run home run, just hooks fair to the left field line opposite way as the Patriots win 4-2. They were down 2-1. Somerset had been 0-24 when trailing after 8 innings heading into last night, and you guys won last night down 3 in the ninth. You win tonight down 1 in the ninth. You like the resiliency heading into the second half of for this team, Vinny?
Absolutely. I mean, this last inning, you know, we had a bunch of great at-bats, people grinding, putting together things, getting it to the next guy, and I think that's kind of how we have to look at the second half. You know, a lot of good teams in this league. Nobody's just going to roll over for us, so we just got to find ways to win, whether it's, you know, grinding out at-bats in the last inning like this or having good pitching performances. You know, we just got to figure out a way to win.
What's this year been like for you? Because I remember when I talked to you, I think the first day you signed, you had that game-tying 2 RBI single and that dramatic come-from-behind victory. Remember, you guys were down 7-1 in the 7th inning. You tied it up with the key hit through the right side. And I remember you told me after the game, I don't know if I'll be here for 2 days or 2 months. You're doing a great job. What's this whole year been like for you, these first 70 games?
Yeah, it's been great. You know, I'm still doing everything I can to get better every day, working with Glenn in the cage, you know, talking to Brett about stealing bases. I just feel a lot more comfortable this year. You know, I've slowed the game down a lot, and you know, I feel like I've played baseball my whole life. You know, it's just the game. You know, I don't want to make it harder than it has to be. So I just go in there every day, work hard, try to do my best, and hopefully good results will keep happening.
All right, your girlfriend, your buddy, sprint down that left field line, get that baseball. We need that ball. Everybody in the big leagues, when they hit their first career home run, gets that baseball, and yours was a walk-off.
Yeah, I hope they grabbed it. You know, I wish my dad was here to see it. He would be going nuts right now. But
he's probably watching.
If I could get him that ball, he'd probably love it. So hopefully somebody grabbed it.
Hey, we're going to let you go find that ball in the left field line. Hey, after the postgame, I'll help you find it as well.
Right.
Congratulations. Continued success. Looking forward to a fun second half of this.
Thank you.
We'll talk
Thanks
in
a lot.
Maryland.
All right.
Vinny Zarrillo, first career home run. The kid's the hero, a household name. Patriots win at 4-2. Final segment of the postgame show coming up. And thanks to everybody at Broadcast Venue, too.